What's up? What's up? It's the Art the Most Experience with Deke. I'm Art the Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, bro?
Man, I'm vibed out, baby. It's a great day today, man. It's a great day today.
Dude, I'm loving this.
Man.
For those that can't see, we got some new desks in here. Some new chairs.
Went with a little comfier approach now, man, you know?
This is unreal.
We still working on it, working out some of the kinks in this joint, but, you know, figure, man, we spending a lot more time in here, man. We got to upgrade the equipment every once in a while. So, yeah, man, that was the approach, man. You know.
This chair is unreal.
I hope your back feels a lot better now going forward. I know my back at times would get a little tight in the other chairs, man. And we had a little bit of a little sound.
It wasn't as much my back, but I think the combination of... Well, it's part of your back in a way.
Yeah, man.
The combination of sitting here with the podcast and then doing stuff out of my garage, whether it's my Big Deke News or the streaming, it took a toll. But the main part was like my neck, like the upper neck.
Yeah, man. All
Shoulder.
of that's a part of it, baby. Absolutely.
But my posture's bad, so that's definitely bad. That's part of it. So yeah.
You know,
I appreciate it.
No doubt, man. I was thinking of us. You know what I mean? So, yeah, hopefully we could be a little bit more comfy now when we giving the folks the content that they need because, yeah, the
I got
content
a little
keeps
footrest on these desks.
Man, we try to do a little something, man. And first off, I'm mad that people can't see, but Deke is drippy once again, ladies and gents. Deke showed up with the champion hoodie on top. He got the all black Levi's on, or those Levi's, they're like the Levi's, they're like the 501s low key. And then he got the all blacked out Hirachis, but he ain't choked them out. He wearing them actually like how you supposed to. He ain't got them things tied up at all.
Oh, fuck no.
The drip is just fire, bro. The drip is fire, bro.
Thank you.
So shout out to you, man. Shout out to you.
Yeah, these are Levi's. I don't think they're 501s though.
Either way, they look good though, bro.
Thank you.
I could tell the high quality with that denim right there, bro.
You're thinking I probably got this champion hoodie for like fashion or some type of like some type of expensive thing.
It's a dope hoodie though.
It is dope. You know
Champion
what? I
is
got
a
it
nice
from
brand,
it's
bro.
my buddy's it's his work. He's works at an
Jeez.
engineering place. It's Phillips Tank and Structure.
Man, shout out to them there.
No,
bro.
I'm being serious. Yeah,
Let's
it
go.
almost looks like a hoodie you're getting off of a little fashion place, but no, it's just a champion hoodie. But it's
I
got
rocks with the champion, bro.
There it is, Phillips Tank and Structure.
Let's go there, bro.
The champion is what makes it. If that champion wasn't there, you would have thought this was some bum hoodie, huh?
Well, no, I would have just questioned how comfortable it is. Anybody?
It's just comfortable.
Think about champion. What's the other one's like? Gildan or something like that, right? That's the other
yeah.
one. Yeah, where it's like, bro, they make just comfy hoodies, bro. So nah, man, I was peeping your game, man, peeping your work, bro.
I'm doing all right.
Yeah, man. I like how you rocking out, man.
Well, what happened over this weekend?
Well, we had XFL. We're going to tap into that. We had a ton of former Steeler ties, NFL connections that we'll get into with that. Let's see. What else this weekend? Pitt Hoops.
Terrible.
Y'all lost this weekend. Yeah, I just thought about that. Never mind. Yeah.
I wouldn't worry about it,
with it though?
too much. They didn't play good.
Mm-hmm.
They're missing a lot of threes. Got two key players in foul trouble, Henson and then Federico.
Okay.
They were in foul trouble the whole game. And we only lost by like 7 or 8.
Okay.
We kept it close. We kept it within 10 for the most part.
Yeah.
But we just couldn't get that breakaway moment, that breakaway run to where we get it within like 5 or 4.
Yeah.
Never happened. It was always 7, 8, and then they would hit like a 3 or something, get back up 10, 11. Then we would get it to 8 or 9. It was that type of back and forth in the second half.
Respect.
I don't think too much to worry about. They just played bad, and they lost to Virginia Tech. They're an ACC team. They're not that amazing, but they still have a winning record, so it's going to happen. It was a road game as well. Just a little hiccup on the road.
No, I like that. I know JMU, we won this week. I forgot who we played, though, man. That was a problem. But I knew it was like a whole big deal because it was our 20th win on the season. And I was like, dang, all right, we stacking them up a little bit.
That's pretty good.
Louisiana, that's who we're playing against, man. So, like I said, not an ACC opponent, man. We could only play the teams that they put in front of us. But another convincing dub, 74-68, man. So, you know, we holding it down on the little side. Y'all got us on the big side. We got us on the little side, man. It's good teamwork we got going on here, man.
You know what? I do have some. It was requested by the chat, right? Some Black History Month facts.
Yes.
I did do some research.
Let's go.
If you want the details, I can get into the details.
We got 8 days remaining in Black History Month. Deke, I need a fact. Let's go.
I hope you don't know this. I hope I'm just not
right? Whatever
spewing
it
things
is,
that everyone knows.
even if I do know it, I'm sure there's going to be a listener or a viewer out there who might not know. So either way, it's going to be good.
It started as a week. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
It was just a week. So in 1915, Harvard-educated historian Carter G. Woodson and minister Jesse Moreland founded what's now known as Association for the Study of African American Life and History.
Let's go.
That organization established Negro History Week in 1926, which strived to inspire schools and communities to organize local celebrations and host performances and lectures.
Okay.
So, let me get
So we
into
grew from
this.
a week to
Yeah,
a
hold
month?
on.
Let's go.
So here's why they picked the week, or
Why, February or
yes. So February was chosen for a reason, and it was the second week of February as the initial week to coincide with the birthdays of Abe Lincoln and Frederick Douglass.
Shout out the honest Abe, baby, and Frederick. Let's go.
So how the week became a month is the civil rights movement of the 60s helped elevate Negro History Week
Facts.
to national prominence and turn it into a month-long celebration.
Let's go.
As a result, in 1976, President Gerald Ford
Shout out
made
to
things
President
official,
Ford, man. Let's
proclaiming
go.
February to be Black History Month.
Let's go. Deke, give me some, bro. That's a fire update right there, man. I like that. So Black History Month started out as a week. But because of the civil rights movement, because of the momentum that it had from a national perspective, then it got expanded to a month. I love it. Love it. Love it.
Yep, started as a week.
Let's go, man.
Looks like the movement for all of it started in 1915.
Yeah.
Just, I guess, more something local. As I said, it was Carter G. Woodson.
Mm-hmm.
He was founding the Association of Study African American Life and History. I think that developed into like a week-long thing.
Yeah.
Second week of February, and then Gerald Ford.
Let's go.
So if you
man.
guys didn't know that,
Let's go. Hey, man, y'all better give Deke some love for that right there, too, man. Shout out to you, though, bro. In all seriousness, because it is pretty dope to get any type of history, man, because we don't always know all the answers. You even taught me something right here, so I do appreciate that. But you also think of the platform and other people, they're going to get a chance to get a little bit more educated on it. I like that right there, man. Let's go. Let's go.
I do what I can.
Shout out to the homie Deke right there, man. Y'all better stop playing with that man, bro. This what he does. I like it. I like it. Bro, that's fire. That's a nice way to start this thing off, man.
Yeah, I mean, I
That's
didn't know
a dope
that.
way to start
I
this.
enjoyed learning.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah, man. So yeah, you just got rest of the week, bro. We need that.
More Black History Month facts, or
how you want?
we expand?
Technically, we only have 8 days remaining in Black History Month. So I don't know. I'll trust your judgment.
Okay,
I'll
I'll
trust
see what
your
I can
judgment.
find.
Yeah, I trust your judgment on it, man.
If I
But
can
I
find
like
some
your energy,
good
though, bro.
things, then yeah.
I like your energy, though, bro. I like that. All right. So with that being said, it's time to start the show the way that we always do. Let us know where you're tuning in from in the comment section. We'll use those big boy shout outs to start today's show.
All right. First, we got Pittsburgh Toddy 86
Let's go.
saying, "What's up, Frank?" Oh, I thought, I thought he was tuning in from Frank Stan UW.
Oh.
UW.
Oh, I got you. I was like, huh?
He threw me off there a little bit. Jar Devil tuning in from the 310, San Pedro, California.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Says about to meet Mario and Luigi.
Oh, he about to turn up. I know what time it is there. Well, hey, you go on do what you need to do, Mr. Mushroom Man. You know us plant-based guys over here gonna hold you down as well.
Swamp Dog Key 40
Bruh.
tuning in from the 732 Jersey Shore.
Shout out to the Jersey Shore, man.
Spice
Did they do
Creations.
like a reboot? Look, yeah,
Huh?
I thought they just did like a reboot or something with
The Jersey Shore.
yeah, because they were talking about how apparently it was some type of swapping of bodily fluids with 2 of the guys and another individual on the show. Yeah, if I remember correctly. I don't know why those type of details always stick in my head for some reason, man. It ain't even be like that, you know. It just stuck out to me. I'm sorry. They'd be like, yo, what is Moats on?
Troy Johnson tuning in from the 559 Cali.
Let's go.
Calculated Snipe tuning in from the San Antonio Brahmas country.
Ooh, shout out to the Brahmas. Absolutely, man. Little XFL action.
Pittsburgh 7, the 304 Dub V. And then he says, I'm not saying it. And then Nick Y Tuning in from the 918, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Says,
Let's
what's good,
go.
my guys?
Let's go. What's the word? What's the word?
Pittsburgh
He said, I'm not gonna
86.
say. I literally just caught up to where you were at.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it.
Hell, West Virginia. I love the integrity, though. I love it. I love it, man. I wouldn't expect anything less from you, man.
That's not how we operate. Pittsburgh Toddy 86 says, all good with the Bread 11s.
Ooh, shout out to them Bread 11s, baby. Yes, sir.
He's tuning in from the 520, Tucson, Arizona.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let me tap in a little bit. Man, shout out to the Breads, though, man. All right, we got Leah Warren. You know, she tuning in from the 254, Killeen, Texas. Troy Johnson tuning in from the 559, Cali. We got Craig Snyder. And, you know, he's shouting us out from the 614, Columbus. He's tuning in from work. Shh, don't tell the boss. Your secret is safe with us. Just make sure you hit the like button on the front end so that way boss man don't see you liking that thing on the back end. All right, got you for that one. Okay. Oh man, I feel bad for you, Kenneth Moses. He is driving through the HRBT. Now, Deke, you're not from the crib, so the HRBT doesn't mean anything to you. That's the Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel for anybody in the 757. And looking at my clock, it's 4 o'clock right now, Deke. That is not the place you want to be driving at 4 o'clock. In fact, it usually is a parking lot around this time frame, Deke. I hate the HRBT during this time of day. So, Kenneth Moses, I'm praying for you. Hopefully, the traffic is in your favor. Because, Deke, I've literally seen people, you stop the car and turn the car off. You're not going anywhere for the next hour. That's typically how that tunnel is around this time of day, man.
Are we thinking the same tunnel? You got to go that way to get to Virginia Beach?
Yeah. Coming from Hampton, man. Absolutely. Yeah. Certain times of the day is beautiful. You get a nice scene, man. The water, the tunnels and all that. Other times.
I think we are talking the same thing.
Yeah. Other times that traffic can hit you, bro. And they have you over there questioning everything. But shout out to you, though, my friend. Shout out to you. Next up, I got the homie. Oh, Felicia Bella. You know, she tuning in from the 337 Lake Charles, Louisiana. Got the homie Jacob Licio. And he also says, cut Deontay. Don't you forget it. The 919 North Carolina in the house as always. Respect my brethren. And then after that, I show ended with, I don't know if you said lifted ones already, but if you have, I'm going to shout him out again because he's tuning in from the 916 Sac Town. He says, Moats, has anyone ever said you look like Spice Adams? That's the homie. Absolutely, man. Yeah, man. Plenty of times, man. That's my dude. I get Spice Adams. I get Pusha T. I get Eddie Winslow from Family Matters. I'm trying to think. Who else do I get? Oh, man. I forgot the actor's name. He's another dude that usually in like them BET movies, man. But yeah, man, I got a couple of them dudes, man. They hit me with, bro. Absolutely. But no, Spice, that's the homie, man. Love the fact that, man, he's grown to where he's at right now, man. Salute my dog, bro.
All right. You want me to hit the super chats up there?
Yeah, let's tap in, man.
Steeler Nation on fire. Moats, bring Dobbs on the show.
Oh, okay. We got a Dobbs request. Might need to do it then. I know he's been making his runs down there at in Tennessee, man. He pulling up to all the little Vols games and stuff. I'm like, dang, bro. All right. Be a little celebrity then. Dobbs, get your rock star on. Love that dude. That's my homie, man. Come on.
Jacob Alessio says, quote of the day, the strongest love is the love that can
demonstrate. Yeah.
It's
fragility.
Right.
Like
Paul Coelho.
Yeah. Okay.
Peace and love to all. Shout out to the chat.
No, I mean, I agree with that statement right there, too, Jacob, man. In terms of the strongest love being the one that you can show that fragile side, it's kind of like being vulnerable with a significant other. If you can't be transparent and honest with your significant other, man, who you going to be honest with, baby? But when you're in love like that, you could be vulnerable. You could let that guard down, Deke. You could talk about your intimate feelings. Yeah.
Sure.
Hit you with the snap, you know what I'm saying? It just seemed like it was real, like, motivation. I don't know. Shout out to Jacob.
Steeler Nation on fire. Westbrook joins the Clippers. Hashtag turnover machine.
Hey, no, I love the move for him. I love the move for the Clippers, man. That definitely makes it exciting. Definitely makes it interesting. We're not talking basketball just yet, though. All right? I know we usually get on the basketball talk. We ain't talking it just yet, but I did see that move. I do like that a lot for Westbrook, though, man. Shout out to Westbrook, man.
Steeler Nation on fire. Deke, did you put a bet on Kenny winning MVP next year?
I heard the odds are crazy for it, bro.
Crazy good?
Yeah. Like, you could get it on the still right now.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll look into it. Let's go, UW. If you want a Black History Month documentary, check out Wyoming 14. Might have to do it.
Might have to look into that then.
Maybe I'll find some new facts.
You never know. Deke, that really caught me off guard, bro. Like,
why?
Because you threw me off.
If we're going to do the random facts,
you know
that's what the chat requested.
I was excited about the drip. And then you hit me with I ain't got just drip. I got hard facts. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. And then the timing of it. You hit us with a Black History timing. In Black History Month, I didn't even peep what
That's
you
what the
did.
people wanted.
You see what I'm saying? Like the way that your attention to detail, the meticulous planning, like, and you came with the all black on top. Come on, bro. I'm just saying, man. I peeps what you're doing. I peeps it.
Jacob Malesio says, y'all on all the TVs at Applebee's.
Huh?
Shout out to TE. This has happened before.
Seriously?
Yeah, I remember someone saying that. Someone told like the owner or the manager of a restaurant to put us on the TV.
Oh.
It might have been Jacob Malesio last time,
I remember,
too.
like, in school. I thought it was like a
That might have been
one.
it.
I remember that one, yeah.
That might have been it.
Either
I'm
way,
confusing
though.
school with Applebee's.
Either way, salute, though, because, yeah, I mean, that is a dope concept, man. You know, hopefully they're enjoying this situation, man. You know, we try to provide what we can provide when we can, do what we do.
Forrest Webb, longtime listener and appreciative of all the content you guys put out.
Nah, salute you, man.
Do y'all think another player will wear 97 after Cam decides to hang him up? I would like to think no one will ever, but we saw another player wear 53.
Man, we saw the 53 the next season. They tried to sell it to us, calling on 50 Trey. I was like, bro, what are we doing? But because of that, I do feel like that opens the door for another person to wear 97. Yeah.
Yeah, 97 is not fireproof.
Yeah. If 53 can be given away in the next season, 97 definitely, you know, is available. Yeah. Maybe they'll go back and look at the 53 situation, though, and maybe say we're not going to give that one out again. You think? Or is it too late because it's already been rolled out?
Yeah, it's too late.
Yeah. Yeah, well, if you got 53 out there, then 97 definitely going to be out. Yeah. Love my dog, Ken. You know that, but yeah.
Official momentum. Hey, Moats and Deke, we missed you Friday.
I mean, I hope that jump was fire, though, bro. Absolutely.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Man,
Sorry.
you're always forgetting, bro.
Sorry.
Come on, Deke. Come on, man.
Maybe that's going to be a 2023 goal. I make an ambition concert.
You did,
Maybe.
You did hold true to your word. You did say
I
last
listened to
year
one of his
you was
songs.
going to listen to a song. You did give us that. So, hey, man, it's early right now. It's just February. Ambition tours a lot. I picked up on that. He tours a lot. So, you're going to have ample opportunities, bro. Ample.
Yeah. Official momentum's got to let us know when the new dates are.
Yeah, man. Ample opportunities.
We haven't heard any March dates yet.
They coming. Just know they coming. Yeah.
He also says, love the moves we're making. Super Bowl 58.
I see you. I see. Hey, man. Got some coaching staff moves, man. Some additions there. Definitely like that part of it, man. So, yeah, we got some potential going on, man.
Calmonier, what do you guys think of Aaron Curry as the linebackers coach?
Love it. Love it, man. Big fan. Big fan. Yeah, for me, it's the history part. Coming out of high school, when he was at Wake Forest, he was one of the reasons why I wanted to go to Wake Forest because of him as an inside linebacker. 09, obviously he gets drafted, top 10 pick, top 5, fourth overall to Seattle. Big fan then. Then from there, fast forward to 2014, my first offseason with the Steelers. I'm training down at UNC Charlotte because my JMU coaching staff, my strength coach down that way, got the crib down there. This obviously when I run into Highsmith and Larry Ogunjobi. And who's on the coaching staff down there? None other than this gentleman right here, Aaron Curry. And being able to just see him hands-on, seeing how he related to all of the different players out there, walk-ons, full scholarship guys, transfers, all of that. It's just like, man, this dude gets it. But it wasn't just because of him understanding the game. It's because of who he is as a player. He was a guy that was all world coming out. And then he was a guy that, once he got to the league, it really didn't live up to that expectation. And he had to do what? Pivot off of it, figure out another way to have success. But you see him, how he communicated with those dudes out there. It was really dope. And then he goes to the NFL. Spends time in Seattle again on the coaching staff out there. Very successful in terms of their linebacking core. So to me, when you talk about bringing him to Pittsburgh, I'm like, oh, I love this move, bro. Number one, because you got the connections here. When you talk about, number one, Alex Highsmith being here, but number two, potentially getting Larry Ogunjobi to come back. Well, this is a guy that's going to have a direct connection with him because of that. Then when you talk about just his attention to detail as a player, I love that part, but more so because he wasn't all world at the NFL level. It's going to be him having to communicate the little details, the little minutia stuff to make these guys be more effective, you know, or maximize their potential. So to me, I think this is a great hire. When you're talking about Brian Flores leaving, I'm not saying that he's Brian Flores, but I'm saying that he has the potential to be something really good.
We shouldn't have had Brian Flores to begin with.
Yeah. about to say Flores is like the outlier. He does not belong in that scenario as an LB's coach. But when I think of Aaron Curry, I'm like, man, I think this is a great move, not just for what he's going to teach these guys, but also the off the field stuff. When you're talking about just the mindset, don't take it for granted. Being a guy that was a top 5 pick, but then not having the success that he probably dreamed of or thought that he would have, being able to communicate that to these guys too. We got a guy who's about to get paid, right? Alex Highsmith. How do you handle that? You know, you got a guy in TJ Watt who is all world. How do you maintain that? And then whoever else we're going to bring in, it's like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like, those are all the things that we're looking into, though. So, yeah, I do. Like I said, I definitely like this move a lot, though, man. Shout out to Aaron.
Curry got paid before he even had to do anything in the NFL.
Yeah.
Because that's how the contracts were.
That's how it was back then, bro.
I think literally it was the year or two after that. It's once Sam Bradford got his deal. They were like, we can't be doing this anymore.
Think about this. 09, Sam Bradford is my class.
Oh, so so 09 was Curry.
Yeah. 09 was Curry. Or was it 09? Or no. He would have been... Was he 9? He's around that time frame, bro.
9 or 10.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. He was one of the last two.
Bradford was the last guy because Bradford's my class. And when he got the 60, that was after that year. They were like, bro, we're never doing that again. And we had the lockout following that season.
What was your year, 10 or 11?
10.
Yeah, so Curry was 09.
My first year, we played and we had the lockout. And everybody was like, Bradford. Because he got the 60, and then we saw him play, and it was like, he was good, but he won $60 million good. And yeah, it just kind of went on and on and on. But yeah, he was 09. We were the following year.
Curry got the most guaranteed money for a draft pick, non-quarterback.
Yes, correct.
It was like $35 million guaranteed. Was it 6 years for $60 million? Something crazy like that.
Yeah, that's how the deals were pre-CBA. That's why they made such a big deal when we came in. And they like, bro, we're never doing this. Joe Hayden, we laugh about Joe because we like, Joe, you were the last, you caught it as well. That last class of like the abundance of money on the front end, man. Yeah. But when I think of all of that, though, once again, when you talk about having to communicate or understanding the mentality of you being viewed as all world, you have the expectations of now you're getting $60 million. Live up to that. Alex Highsmith's about to walk into that situation, is he not? He's about to walk into a scenario where it's like, bro, you about to get compensated on a crazy level. How are you going to handle that? Well, you got a guy that's in there that's going to be able to talk to you about them feelings, man. Be able to talk to you about that mentality, what that looks like and how you need to prepare on and off the field with that. How to handle your family with that as well, because it's a lot that comes, you know, when you start getting that type of stuff, man. So like I said, I just think that across the board, it's a good move. Whereas, you know, when you think of some of the other moves that we've seen around the league where you question, it's like, man, is this guy even qualified, or why this guy, or does this make sense, or why does this guy have to take this type of move? I don't feel like that with this one. I think this is just a dope situation all around. And I think for him, he's going to like it as well. Pete Carroll's a fun coach to be around. It's a guy that brings life to the building. Man, you get around Coach Tomlin, guess what they're going to say? He's a fun coach to be around. He brings life to the building, baby. You know, so I think for him, he's going to enjoy that dynamic also.
Yeah, and as I said, we were playing with house money with Flores. If you're going to bring in a guy to replace him, I don't know if you can really find anyone better right now. Like, he's obviously a high-end linebackers, defensive assistant type of coach, right? Because of who he is, but also he's got the experience with Charlotte, and he's been doing this type of stuff with Seattle over the last like 4 or 5 years. So who else were you going to bring in to replace Flores? I think this was a no-brainer move for the Steelers. Yeah. But what's interesting is whenever we first signed him, I didn't really look into his backstory of coaching or anything. I'm like, oh, this is cool. Like Aaron Curry, I recognize the name. But I'm like, dude, he kind of flamed out in the NFL. Like, how good of a coach is he going to be? Because usually, right, you could attest this, a lot of the good coaches are the grinders, the average players who have to learn all the fundamentals, learn all the aspects of a team, their position, all that type of stuff. So you're telling me you got this highly talented dude that comes in, he's supposed to be can't miss, and he flames out in the NFL. I'm like, how does this man? Are we sure he's going to be a good coach? But I was reading up on him a little bit, and he was like, honestly, I just didn't have motivation once I hit the league because once I got the contract,
it changed everything.
My only goal was to get that contract to take care of my family. So then I kind of lost purpose. It wasn't an everlasting thing.
It's real, bro.
So it looks like from what he's been saying about just his coaching journey, like this is his purpose. This is something he loves to do. And it's clear. I mean, he's been spending almost the last decade doing it.
And like you said, when you get the type of money that he had on the front end, You definitely don't have to do that coaching stuff, bro. Like,
no,
you could be sitting in your basement doing a podcast.
Jamarcus Russell is not coaching right now.
Seriously, my man is like, yo, let me get out here and grind, and not as a head coach, not as a DC, like LB coach. I'm like, bro, you got more money in your bank than some of these players you coaching. That's a different scenario, you know. But shout out to Aaron though, man. And I do agree, like that is typically how it works though, man. The guys that don't have the crazy success, you usually have to figure out how do you live in this league, how do you survive, and it's typically because of all those little details and stuff like that, man. So now I do feel like it's because
you like movie, Michael Jordan,
he's not a good, that's
not
a
a
good guy.
Coach, yeah. GM,
Ty Lue, though.
Like
you think Ty Lue?
There's always outliers. Like Larry Bird was a good coach, but usually, it's the random people. Ty Lue, Steve Kerr, the dudes that had to grind.
They were good, but they were never viewed as like this all-world talent, this elite just figure that could do everything. Nah, it was like I got to figure out my role, and then I got to know what everybody around me is doing, so that way I can figure out how to make my situation be even more profitable, even more better. So yeah, man.
So like the combo for Curry, just on the surface doesn't really add up. Dude that was top 4 in the league, ultra talented. You think he's gonna be can't miss, but then he flames out.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, what's the path for coaching here? What's he gonna be teaching people? But no, obviously it's not that way. It doesn't have to be, I guess, don't work out as a player, not going to be a good coach. It can be separate. But usually you see coaches go up the path that kind of we were talking about. Well, really good coaches, at least. Doug Peterson, Doug Peterson with like the Eagles. Like he was a backup, you know? Right? Like he had to like stick it out through the league. What?
I had a perfect example, but I ain't want to drop that. Yeah, I ain't gonna do that today. Nah, man. And don't even start guessing names. Just chill. We'll leave it alone.
Buffalo or Steelers Day.
Just chill. Nothing, bro. Nothing. But I was just thinking like that. I was like, you know what? Yeah.
A player that flamed out?
No, we was talking coaches, man. But like what you was talking about, like sometimes you don't need to be an elite player to be a great coach. Sometimes it should have been just like decent player. But you know, it's not always like you talk about a guy being an elite player doesn't mean you're going to be an elite coach. Just because of some of the detail stuff, you know what I mean? And that's some of the things they got to work out and work through. But yeah, man. So shout out to Aaron Curry though, man. Like I said, big fan of the move, man. Yeah, excited. Shoot, I remember. Man, I'm actually glad that I actually did get to tell him all this when I seen him too.
What?
The whole like, hey man, I was a fan of all that stuff. I did have that moment when I seen him in 14. Never forget it. I was like, hey man, this is like, it's kind of cool, full circle moment here. Yeah. So now I feel good. Everybody's good. We're on the same page. Then we like the move. So yeah, let's get it.
Fish Momentum Ambition gave y'all another shout out.
Man, shout out to Ambition then, man. You let them know we shouting them out as well, man. Let's go.
Let's go, UW. NFL needs to have coordinators mic'd up like the XFL. Also, TJ Barnes was good at nose tackle yesterday.
Shout out to TJ, man. Man, dude, I was thinking back on him, man, and his just trajectory, dude. Like, for him to still be, you know, get an opportunity to play, get an opportunity to put out tape, man, it's dope, man. Because he was one of them dudes came out around my time as well. Linked up with him. What was I linking with him? It was like 13, 14 time frame, man. And then, you know, from there, kind of bounced around. But, you know, it's cool to see guys like TJ, guys, you know, in his boat where they're talking about how they're working regular jobs, just trying to support, you know, themselves or their families. And this gives them another opportunity to use the skills that they've been blessed with to potentially, you know, maximize this opportunity, turn a XFL audition, so to speak, into an NFL opportunity. We've seen guys in the previous years that these XFL, USFLs, AAFs or AALs, these type of leagues that have popped up, how they've given some of these guys different opportunities. We talked about guys here. Remember Savon Walker? He was one of those guys that came up, you know, gave us some time. Was it the other dude, Saheed, the receiver?
Yeah, receiver.
Like
Didn't we interview him?
Yeah. Enter both some dudes. But it was like to just see them get an opportunity at XFL, and then they ended up on our roster, you know, getting a chance to compete. This is, you know, another one of those things, man. So now we're definitely going to tap into it, man. But I like what you're thinking with the mic'd up coordinators, because that's one of the things they do in the XFL. I don't know, though. I don't know, man. Because it's my thing with it, bro. Some of the coaches, I feel like they're going to give you some honest material, right? They give you honest talk. And I'm pulling this XFL, then we'll talk about it real quick. I feel like some of the stuff, you know, when you're interviewing these coordinators, during the game, like right when it's happening, some of the guys might give you something real. But the rest of it, I'm like, they just talking in circles. They not really telling you anything. Like, for example, the lady was interviewing one of the coaches, the D coordinators, right? They had just caught a blitz on third down, got a sack, got off the field. Lady goes over there, hey, man, what made you call that blitz? Stu talks about everything but the actual call. He's like, man, I love the way defense playing right now, man. We fired up. You know, we got to play. It's like, but she asked you, why'd you call that particular call? It was something you saw. He's like, you know, man, this feels good right now. It's a great day. It's like, bro, man, I want answers. I want, like, if you're going to give me, if you're going to interview it, talk about it. But if they just going to beat around the bush, I'm like, man, we ain't got to have that. But then again, you might catch somebody, you know, late in the game. If they feel some type of way, they might give you something juicy.
I kind of like the idea of the super challenge that was brought up by the XFL.
Okay.
Challenge any aspect of any play.
Yeah.
If I was the Eagles, I probably would have used it on that 3rd and 8.
Hey, yo.
Did you see? Now, there's something going out there with the conspiracy with the whole sod in the field, too.
Okay.
There's like this lifelong Chiefs guy that's been working these Super Bowl fields. He's actually been getting rings from the Chiefs as they win Super Bowls.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that's a whole different story right there. But also on that 3rd and 8 play, I'm seeing the Chiefs left tackle grabbing the face mask of the Eagles guy that was blitzing on the edge.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, that's why we need this super challenge.
It is funny, though, man. All that stuff.
The super challenge, common sense rule, whatever you want to call it.
Hey, but do you feel like people would be okay with that? Because like you just said, if they don't call that, say he doesn't hold Juju makes that touchdown catch, right? And they super challenge and say, hey, this tackle touched his face mask, or this tackle held this player. Y'all would lose y'all minds. Fans would lose their mind because it's literally holding on every play. That's
what I'm saying.
For a fact. So literally, you could just wait until it's a touchdown, or wait.
I probably wouldn't have felt good about that either, because that would have been considered ticky-tacky. You're right. For the most part, how the refs set the tone, they let them play. Mm-hmm. So if a grazing of the face mask or whatever, you get quick hold of it, determines a reversal of a Juju touchdown there, that doesn't feel good either.
Yeah, but if they go on a replay, when they slow it down, they're going to hit you with that freeze frame, and whoever's on the call is going to circle that thing up and be like, hey, look at this holder right here. This is the face mask right here. And we're going to be in here like, bruh, this has to stop.
I'm just saying, all of a sudden, the refs were trigger happy with those flags on that 3rd and 8 play. They missed one then. They missed one.
Yeah, man.
But back to the XFL.
But no, the XFL, man, in terms of just the opening weekend as a whole, I'll say this, man. I thought initial reaction was good. I thought the money that went into it, you could see uniform-wise, that's the first thing I always look at. I'm like, what's the quality of the equipment? What's the quality of the apparel, man? Y'all out there in some rinky-dink, or y'all got, like, actually good stuff. I thought that was the first thing that I liked, because optically, if I don't think you guys got quality equipment, why am I going to feel like I should invest my time in this product? So I thought that it passed the eyeball test from that perspective. Then when you talk about the TV deals, them playing on ESPN and ABC, it gave it big boy football vibes. Whenever you play on ESPN, man, the camera packages that they come through with to your stadiums, man, being the guy who's been behind the scenes doing the color commentary and stuff like that, you get to notice it, man. It's night and day. The amount of money and the amount of resources that they come with, it's unmatched. So when you watch the actual quality of these games, regardless of the players, you look at it, it looks like it's a big time game because of the camera angles, because of the quality of it. So I thought that all of that was good. The next thing was the names. Man, I could count countless Steeler connections, Pitt player connections, West Virginia player connections. Just as a whole, it was just good to go down that list. Some of the names that I had wrote down, man. Martavis Bryant, obviously we're going to talk about him in a little bit. Kalen Ballage. Watching him out that thing. League. Bro, he was cooking in the league. Ryan Lewis. Sound familiar? Pitt DB. Absolutely, man. He was in Philly for a couple of seasons, man. Came out with Avonte Maddox. Okay. Absolutely, man. During that time frame. JMU Dukes in the house. Liam Fernando, John Daka, and my homie Ben DiNucci, who was throwing touchdown passes to Josh Gordon. So you know that name, right? He sound familiar? Josh Gordon sound familiar to you?
I saw that highlight where DiNucci made that pass, and someone said,
"It's Mahomes.
If Mahomes did this, the whole place would go crazy.
If Kenny Pickett did it, everybody would lose their mind too, bro. That's typically how it goes. But it was good to see that. Tazar Skipper, you remember him, right? He in that league. Travis Feeney, 6th-round draft pick, man. This was in 16 to the Steelers, man. He was also in the league, man, cooking it up. Tyler Vaughns.
I like him.
He was getting off as well, man. And then from a coaching standpoint, Hines in that thing, Joey Porter. Shout out to Peasy.
Yeah, they got some names. Bob Stoops,
absolutely. Brad Gradkowski. You remember Bruce? Or I said Brad. Bruce. Excuse me on that. Bruce Gradkowski. OC. Okay. So we got a ton, and like I said, that ain't even all of them, but that was just the ones that I had briefly wrote down that were popping up when I was watching the games and stuff. So man, with those names, once again, when I'm watching, it catches you. It's the nostalgia. So like you hear a certain name, I'm like, damn.
They're missing Money Manziel.
No, they're not. No, they're not. They got Paxton Lynch.
That's the nostalgia we need. They benched his ass.
Hey, bro, it was perfect nostalgia. I was like, I've seen this story. There we go. I remember this. You know? So yeah, man. Paxton Lynch is in there, so that's like Manziel-ish. Yeah. But as a whole, I thought that they did have good names. I thought that they did have good quality. And I thought some of the gimmicks that they do have, I think that it's not too gimmicky, but at the same time, I think that it could potentially, as we talked about before, make its way into the NFL at some point in time. You brought up the Super Challenge. Obviously, we talk about them having the command center where you can actually hear Dean Blandino, who obviously used to do that for the NFL. He's doing their command center for the XFL, and he will legit have a camera on him and take you through his thought process. So there is no confusion as to why they might have said what they said, like we run into at the NFL level where we're like, man, what was he seeing right here? The James Bradbury call. We don't know exactly why the guy made the decision to make that decision. Dean Blandino, he's telling you everything in terms of why he's doing what he's doing. So I think that that's potentially something. When you talk about some of their extra point rules, we know you can go for 1 or you can go for 2, and we've dictated it now where they'll move the ball back if you're going for 1, they'll keep it close if you're going for 2. XFL has something similar where they have a 1-point play, a 2-point play, but they also have an additional 3-point play. So when you're talking about some of the late game scenarios, it still maintains football integrity, but the point structure is a little bit different just based on what they view as more challenging.
Where's their 3 at again?
I believe it's from like the 20 or 25, I think.
I was going to say, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's from like the 20 or 25. The 2-point play is from...
Traditional 2, kind of, or like the 5-ish?
Yeah, it was, because everything is far back. It was like the 1-point play is like the closest. Then they go back like 5. It's either 5 yards or 10 yards for the 2-point play, and then additional for the 3-point play. And then also they have an alternative onside kick as well. So you can go for a regular onside, or they have a 4th and 15 option where you put your offense out there, because you know Deke, he always says he would much rather have his offense on the field than kick an onside kick. So that gives you that opportunity to run a 4th and 15.
What have I said on that in the past?
You've typically said that you would rather do that than an onside kick.
I definitely would if my team's down. I don't know if I like that league-wide, though.
Why not?
I feel like it's too easy to get.
It's very easy to get.
That's way too easy to get.
It makes it challenging. But put it like this, though. I saw 2 scenarios where that played out over the weekend. One where it did work and one where it didn't work. Both were exciting as heck, though. I'll say that, man.
It is more exciting. If you're down, you would much rather have that opportunity than an onside kick.
So literally the scenario I saw, both teams were down. One team was down, was it like, they were down like 7 or 9 points. They end up getting the 3-point conversion, come back.
This was against Hines' team.
Come back and do the 4th and 15 and complete it. And we're like, whoa. And now they got that ball and they really got live action to go ahead and win it. Whereas I saw in another game where they got it, did the 4th and 15, and literally it's bang, bang. You throw it, he throws a dig route coming across the middle. The guy has it, and it's just a heck of a play by the LB separating him from the ball. But also, they let it ride. In the sense of, in the NFL, you hit a guy too hard, everybody's going to say, oh my God, throw the flag because he got hit too hard. They ain't even contemplate that in that league, bro. He smashed him. Separated him like OG style. Loved it. And there wasn't even a peep of, oh, it should be a flag. I didn't even hear because that's the other part that pisses me off sometimes with the commentators. They'll be the first ones hollering, oh, that's a flag. Oh, that's too aggressive right there. It's like, bro, don't even plant that seed out there. But them commentators weren't even on that. They were, in fact, were like, this is what you get in the XFL. You're able to hit like this. So I'm like, man, if you can keep that type of stuff up for it to be opening weekend, like obviously we know that it's opening weekend. So it's supposed to look good. That's supposed to be your first impression. We got to see, can they sustain it? But as a whole, my first reaction to it, I liked it better than some of the other leagues that we've seen, come about in the past. I think in terms of just the quality of players out there, the money that's went into it, the TV deals, and even the coaching staff names, like not even just head guys, but throughout the staff, I just think that it has a lot more, quality to it. So,
One of the things that caught my eye was The Rock's pregame speech that he gave. Did you see this?
I did not watch it live. I caught the Twitter on it, though.
He's got me thinking these dudes are locked to go to the NFL. He's got me thinking these guys are going to cure cancer once their football career is over. They're going to be like the best humans that the earth has ever seen because they're going to the XFL. How he was talking, he's like, the X stands for when the dream hits opportunity.
Yeah, man.
You guys are gonna make it happen.
You know what? Because if he don't believe it, who will?
I was like, damn, I should join the XFL.
I'm telling you, bro. Think about it, Deke. When we first started this thing out, we believed it before anyone else believed it. Rock the same way, bro. You gotta believe before anyone else do, man. You got to. He over here like,
it was
yes,
so
bro.
good. It was
He's
so
like,
good.
yes, it's gonna be like that. He gave you a full promo, yeah. But in reality, though, I look at it like this: why can't it be? Why can't those guys come out there and show something special? Show that they actually are still good enough to get another opportunity to play. Because that's the thing that has been missing. We talk about NBA players, how you can go spend a year in the G League and come back. You can go overseas, for a year or two and come back. NFL, you don't really have that. You got to go to CFL where, like we said, the rules are just different. That's not traditional football. So with that, man, when you talk about some of these caliber players, bro, Vic Beasley out here. Vic Beasley, former first-round pick, former NFL sack leader. He out that thing playing. I'm like, bro, it's just dope to see that, hey, man, a guy like Vic gonna get another opportunity because you show what you do out here, that you're healthy, that you can still run around and make plays. Somebody will call you up because we see the talent. We know that we know what you're capable of. We've already seen you do it at this level. So in that vein, it's like I said, I definitely like that part of it, but it's going to be, can they sustain it? That's going to be the big question because you got to keep the people interested, man. So the quality of play has to stay there. The money has to stay there as well. If you start taking this off of ESPN and ABC and you put this on these weirdo networks, I don't think it works the same. But I think when they're doing it like how it is right now, they make it feel like it's a big deal. And as long as they can keep that up, they could got some potential, man.
What's going on with the USFL?
So they're about to start up as well. Obviously, that's where we have the Pittsburgh team,
the Maulers.
Yeah, I was about to say, what are they again? Yeah, the Pittsburgh Maulers and some of those. I forgot. I literally had it listed up too. I was looking at the differences the other day.
I feel like that'd be such a good way to keep the spring leagues a little bit more interesting. If you take the winner from the XFL and the winner of the USFL, just for one, the spring league Super Bowl.
To me, I like that idea. Or because I don't think you're going to offset it where a person can play XFL, then turn on and play USFL, and then try to go to the league, because I think that's a lot of football on players' bodies, and you're just setting them up for failure. But I do like that potential dynamic of, man, how about you make this thing a head-to-head at the end? Almost like with wrestling. Remember OG wrestling, it was WWF and WCW. You know what I mean? Like that type of concept. Like, man, just give me something where we know both of these organizations are dope. But hey, man, we're going to put money in both and then have them meet at the end of this thing somehow, some way. So, yeah, I could definitely see that, man.
Trying to see when this thing's starting.
Yeah, and the other concept that I thought of was
April 15th, so it's a minute.
Yeah, because their Super Bowl or XFL is in May. It's Mother's Day weekend, May 13th.
Okay.
Yeah. So, probably not this year, but potentially going forward if both leagues can survive. That's the other part, because they both got to show that they can actually live.
Yeah, can they stagger them out maybe a month?
Yeah.
Because I'm sure that's what they're not trying to do is compete with each other on those weekends.
Especially when you're talking about at this stage for both of those organizations. You don't need that and the confusion part for branding. But I would say that either both organizations or the first organization that can get paired with the NFL as a potential feeder team.
Oh, for sure. Yeah,
whichever team does that, I promise you, if they can get that type of connection, I think it works perfect. I don't feel like the XFL is trying to compete with the NFL, though. I'll see what the USFL is if they're trying, but right now I don't think that they're trying to compete with them. So if they're not trying to compete with them and they can make it where they're, like I said, essentially a feeder team, or, hey, all your practice squad players, when they're done, they got to come in and they either play down here or they get the opportunity to play down here because they're not playing in the actual games. I think that gives you interest because if I'm a fan,
I agree.
Think about it, if we're fans, right? And we know that Jaylen Warren, for example, he's on our active, but say he was on our practice squad.
McFarland could be an example.
McFarland. Okay, McFarland. He's on our practice squad right now. Say they was like, hey, man, you got to go down there and play at least 3 games. At least 3. You don't think we're going to tune in to see what he look like?
Yeah, we
will. We want to see. We want to say, hey, man, has he improved? Where is he at? Is there somebody out there that looks better than him?
Because we saw him even look good this season when he got those snaps in that Colts game on Monday night.
Yeah, man.
But running back room got a little bit loaded with Najee Harris and Jaylen Warren playing like he has.
Yeah.
So, Anthony McFarland with that speed element that we've been talking about, has it improved? Has he gotten more control over himself with that?
Can you make guys miss an open field? You know who else is in that league, bro? It just made me think of when I said Jaylen Warren. Mateo Durant.
Wow.
Think about just those two and how drastically their careers shifted. Both here at the exact same time. I remember coming on this show saying I like Durant more than I like Warren.
I said the same thing.
And think about how these two dudes changed everything, man. Warren has solidified himself as our number 2 running back.
We didn't know Warren had that dog in him.
We definitely did not.
We should have known by his story.
Yeah.
He went to Snow College and Utah State.
We didn't know his story all the way until he solidified.
You could hear it in his voice though when we interviewed him.
As soon as we talked, I'm like, "Yep, okay, I was wrong. I apologize." But during that time, we were Mateo Durant guys. But it's crazy to even see now because of how the season played out. We never got a chance to see what Mateo could do with pads on. But now, getting a chance to watch him, I'm like, okay, these are some NFL quality guys out here. Can you make a guy miss in space? When you get to the second level, what are you going to do? So for me, it was cool to even see that dynamic. So like I said, I definitely hope this league and the USFL can be sustainable because it does provide these dudes with another opportunity. As the consumers, it gives us another opportunity to see some of these guys. And, as a media guy, it helps us with content.
Going back to what you said about the feeder program and why I think it would even be more perfect is I have no clue who any of these quarterbacks are for the most part.
Yeah, outside of
if we had a minor league thing where it was set up with the NFL, you could get the backups.
Yes.
Playing in this league.
Think about if Mason Rudolph, right?
Yeah,
he's
be
been
interesting.
Here, if he's our third guy, or even when Duck was here as our third guy, if we're like, hey, Duck, you got to go down there and play a couple of these XFL games, a couple of these USFL games, we would watch it. For a fact, we would tune in on that thing, man.
Think of like Stetson Bennett coming into the league right now.
That's what I'm saying.
If he doesn't get any time in his first year or two,
you put him on the Georgia,
throw him in one of these XFL
teams.
teams.
Come on, bro. Absolutely, bro.
Like that would be interesting. But yeah, just seeing practice squad players or guys you have buried on the depth chart, at least it's a reason to tune in. You have that Steeler connection. You have whatever team connection that you root for to the XFL. It just makes it more interesting.
And that wouldn't even hurt because you talk about adding that dynamic, the feeder league dynamic, with the already storylines that they have where you get these second chance guys. We talk about Martavis Bryant. Talk about Josh Gordon.
Right.
Brought up Vic Beasley. Shoot, if Alden Smith wasn't so, far off with some of his stuff, he would be another guy that I'd be like, bro, why isn't Alden in this league? Johnny Manziel,
well, what's his face? Reuben Foster, he's on the Pittsburgh team.
Yeah, Reuben's in this, absolutely. That's for the USFL.
Right.
But yeah, it's like, man, it's another chance for these guys that feel like they're still capable, and maybe for some reason, whether it been what they did or not did, but it's going to give them another chance to get back out there. Shoot, I was even thinking to myself, I was like, man, for guys in my scenario, right, where it's like, man, you felt like you're done playing, but you might have changed your mind and you want to come back. Bro, this is a perfect league, man.
You thinking?
Not at all. Stop it. Not at all. But I was laughing. I was like, bro, if
join forces with Martavis
I said, man, if I had the itch to play, before I would call up to say, man, let me hop back in this
What's
NFL.
What's TG thinking?
We'll ask him on Wednesday. How about that? Play your T. What's up, bro? We trying to go for it? Maybe not XFL, but the USFL, man, you got some time, bro. You got some time. But no, in all seriousness, though, I did think of it. I was like, if I was a player, if it was a person in my scenario that was contemplating or had the itch to still play, bro, this is a perfect dynamic. This is a league where it's like, man, it's not the best of the best, but if you want to see, am I still capable of that? Let me go put my foot in that water before I jump in that pool. Or you got the crazy ones, like, let me hop in the big pool right now. Like, I still got it. But it's like, nah, that gives you another opportunity, though, man. So, like I said, with that, I do like the concept, man. I hope it works out.
You mean to tell me if somehow Manziel got wrapped up in this, a Manziel versus like Stetson Bennett game?
It'd be fire, bro.
That'd be cool.
It'd be fire. Have T.O. as the receiver. T.O.
Sure.
T.O. was still lurking.
If
he just played low-key last year. He played with Manziel.
I know, but that league was a hack job.
It was.
Are they doing that again?
I don't know, but
that was.
But
atrocious.
all I'm saying is, a guy like T.O., for example, he feel like he still got it, right? He thinks that he's capable of going out there and playing at the NFL level.
A team with Manziel, T.O., and Martavis.
Bro. You be sitting here like, man, hey, we in San Antonio, and it's April or it's February right now. We need some type of let's get somebody in here. Call up T.O. T.O. go out that thing, man. First, and I will say this too, the crowds. It was actually a good amount of people in these games too, like at the games in attendance. I was because when we watched the AAL when that dropped, it was like kind of sparse. You know what I mean? We weren't a lot of fans out there, but this was actually, like I said, it was still a good amount of people that were at these games. But yeah, I think of like all them type of dudes that we might have been fans of in college that flamed out, or we were fans of them in the league and they got in trouble or something happened. I'm like, bro, these are your leagues right here, man. This is the second, third chance league, bro. You need a second or third chance? This is the league for you, bro.
Combine that with having guys in the NFL that are buried on the depth charts playing in some of these games. It actually could be interesting.
Yes, bro. Now, I think money-wise, it would be interesting. I think the hiccup is the contracts. When I say money, is the contract element of it with the if you're on an NFL roster, I'm taking on your risk. Practice squad, preseason games, whenever you're active, I take on that risk. But when it's the off season, it's in your contract that you don't do anything that could jeopardize your availability for me and my league and my organization.
Sure.
So that's the only potential issue I see is how do you bridge, or what's your contract like if you're because I think it could only be practice squad guys that you play both ways. Because if you're on an active roster, 53 man, the money that you're getting as the 53rd guy is still going to dwarf what you're going to get in the XFL. And I don't think that you would want to take that risk if you're, one of the owners up here. You don't want to take that risk with your assets. But practice squad, we know the value is down on them by their compensation, by their workload, by how the organization treats them. So it's like you clearly can see where they're not viewed to the same extent, and we know how quickly they move on from these guys. So I think that it would potentially work if we're really focusing on that caliber to be like that feeder going back and forth. Because otherwise, I'm like, I don't see how the NFL, if I'm Mr. Rooney, and you try to tell me, hey, man, let me get this third running back that's on your roster that's active. I'm like, nah. So he can go get hurt playing on this game in April, and now I'm stuck? Nah. But if it's a practice squad guy, I think it might be different.
Wouldn't it be cool, too? Almost like the Pro Bowl where you have your team jersey, but you have the team logo or something.
Isn't that how NFL
That'd
Europe
be cool.
You remember NFL Europe? You might be too young. NFL Europe, they used to have like...
I remember it,
they
but
had, like, the
I don't
affiliates.
remember watching it.
Yeah, so they had like the affiliate teams, right? And in fact, I think Debo might have played in NFL Europe, bro, with the... Yeah.
Okay.
So you would go over there and they would have like a little logo of like your team, but then your jersey would be like the Frankfurt whatever's or, the EU whoever's. But you would see like every team would have like whoever their NFL affiliate was, their logo would be up there. So that could work.
Oh, did they have 32 teams over there?
It wasn't 32.
Okay.
Yeah,
so it could be like mixed and match.
Yeah, because what's my dude? Fred Jackson. He was another dude. I think he played over at NFL Europe, bro. Yeah, that was like a thing though, man.
Yeah, I just feel like it'd be cool. So Las Vegas Vipers, for instance.
Yeah.
Martavis is like our guy that we send over there. He's got a little Steelers logo. But then you got other players like Geronimo Allison. He's got the Packers logo. Yeah. Someone's got a Saints logo. But they're all under the Las Vegas Vipers. Yeah. But you know who's representing the squad in the NFL. That'd be cool.
Yeah. I like that, bro. It's got potential, man.
It sounds like a pipe dream right now.
It does, but hey.
Feels very logical, though.
It does.
Like common sense.
I feel like in the past, the big issue was money. Based on opening weekend and based on the people who are backing it, it doesn't seem like money should be an issue. If money is not an issue, I don't see why this thing doesn't work. As a standalone, but more importantly, potentially pairing up.
Yeah, for me to like really get into it, I think you got to pair it up. Me personally,
no, that's the thing. I think if it pairs up, it has infinite ability to like grow and become like real life a part of our football culture. I think if it doesn't pair up, it can still stand alone. But I think we view it like how we look at the CFL. We acknowledge the CFL. We know players go up there, but it's not at our forefront. It's not our focus. But the CFLs were going on for years, right? But it's like, all right, we know y'all up there, but we don't, it's not something that we're looking at on that level. I think XFL, if it doesn't pair NFL or even USFL, I think we will look at it and say, all right, we know it's a secondary league out there, but it's not going to have that same level of feel that like we're talking about as if it was connected to one of these particular teams.
And
man.
you know the NFL is trying more and more, and they've
Yeah.
pretty much succeeded. They've done a damn good job of getting their league to be
everywhere
24/7, 365.
And think about where these cities are located. We don't have NFL teams in all these cities. So now you're tapping into more and more markets.
More markets, but that USFL schedule, that's the perfect time where you would say the NFL in terms of news and stuff is at its dead point, probably between like April and June.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden you get that league. Dude, we're going to be interested. You got a couple Steelers on one of these USFL teams.
Man.
We're tuning in every week. All right, what are these guys doing?
And then I mean, for the NFL, you got Combine, you got Free Agent. Like, bro, they could dominate the calendar year, realistically. They could dominate it, bro. Oh, shout out to Wade, Keith, Ramel, Edwards. Yeah, they pulled it up. It's the Rainfire is who Debo played for when he was in NFL Europe. Yeah, Rainfire. Yeah. Shout out. And Kurt Warner. Kurt Warner played over there. Dark Donnie. He pulled that up as well, man. Yeah, bro. That was like a legit thing, though, bro. Yeah. Like, I remember I was probably 10, 11. I remember it would, like, come on. It was, oh, man. It'd be, like, on Saturdays, I want to say. Yeah. But they definitely, like, it was a thing. They
I
had,
know
like,
it was
these
in Madden.
crazy, like, uniforms and stuff, bro.
They had it in Madden 3, and then I guess it disbanded shortly after that because I never saw it again in Madden.
But no, it was cool, though, bro.
I'm seeing some names that people are bringing up for the XFL. Marcus Vick.
You know, bro, you know I'm a...
Marcus Vick needs a tryout. That's what Rod Dollar said.
If my dog is down there, I don't even want to say my dog because he was wild. Michael Vick is my dog. Marcus Vick, we just know him. Yeah, but you know, if he could get his on straight, then you know it'd be worth a shot. I don't think he gonna pull that out though, man. It's, at least when we talk Josh Gordon, Alden Smith, it was like, hey, y'all played within the past 10 years. Yeah,
Marcus Vick, he's got to be what?
Bro, he's older than
he's got to be close to 40, right?
Yeah, he's up
well,
there,
how
bro.
old's Vick? Or Mike Vick?
Vick is Mike got to be like 41, 42.
And Marcus was just what, a few years
Couple
behind
years
him?
behind him, yeah. So he's what, 38, 39 probably.
38 hasn't played in probably 15 years.
Easily, yeah, yeah. That's. But hey, once again, for a guy like him who might feel confident enough, he is a big enough name that hey, you know what? If you one of these teams, man, bring him on in here. We'll see what you can do. Paxton Lynch, he got an opportunity. It didn't work out. He got benched. Not saying that he can't come back to him though. So for Marcus Vick, if he had that desire, yeah, man.
Okay, you want me to hit more of these super chats?
Yeah, let's do that. Then actually, while we on this XFL topic though, man, did want to go ahead and tap into the Martavis part of it real quick. All right, let's talk about him real quick, man, because Tay did play this weekend. Y'all know I had to tune in and watch my dog, man. I had to go watch my dog.
This is the one game I actually did pay attention to. Not live. I checked on it afterwards. I watched every target and catch Martavis had.
Yeah, man. So for Tay, man, 4 catches, 28 yards. I looked at it like this. They used him a lot in the slot and as a standalone X receiver. In terms of how he moves, I think he still moves fine. It was definitely bigger than, you know, what I remember in terms of just like the muscle mass that he put on.
And he's got those dreads like down.
The dreads are crazy
long
too.
now.
The dreads hang essentially down to his derriere. I was like, yo, whoa. Yeah, but as a whole, man, I thought it was like this, man. Did he move well? Yes. Was he creating some separation at times? Yeah. I would have liked to seen him with a different quarterback to get a better. In all reality, man, yeah. Because the thing is this, man. At the XFL level, you don't have guys that are throwing into tight windows like that. We've talked about George Pickens, right? And we're like, yo, this dude's always open. And it's like, yo, technically he's NFL open, but NFL open isn't like at the time Kenny Pickett open, right? And we're like, man, it looks scary if you're a quarterback that isn't comfortable doing that. It's some plays that I would have liked to have seen if Tay could be the 50-50 ball, if he could be a jump ball combat catch guy. The quarterback wasn't going to give him them opportunities. So outside of that, it was a lot of just watching him run slant routes, out routes. The O-lines are also a little bit work in progress at that level. So
yeah, that QB didn't get help.
Yeah.
I thought he was terrible though.
Yeah,
his stat line he ended up over 300 yards.
Yeah, but that is not accurate.
Bad.
It was not accurate, bro. So when I watch it, it's like the quarterback wasn't the best and the O-line did not help him out. Part of that, like I said, is because of, they just don't have a lot of talent O-line wise. Most of the talented offensive linemen are in the NFL. You know, you don't have a lot of just good offensive line walking around because of the nature of that position. So you were having to see these coordinators drum up a little bit more quick passing, timing route stuff. Whereas for Tay, I don't look at Tay as that type of player. If you're putting him in the slot, you're running a slant with him, or you're trying to stretch the field vertical and give him a chance to go 50-50. I just couldn't evaluate it because they ain't really throw it to him like that. So, yeah, I'm hoping next week it's a little bit different. He'll get some opportunities. But in terms of just how he moved, I thought he moved well. Would I be intrigued to see, if you could bring him up on your practice squad? I'll say TBD right now. Obviously, the name makes it exciting, but TBD because I actually want to see, can he finish some of these, 50-50 plays, because that would be what we would utilize him for. I don't think he's necessarily going to run by a ton of DBs right now, but this is also the first time he's played football since, was it 2020? 2021 maybe?
Was he in that FCF thing?
Nah.
Was that last year?
Did he play in it?
I thought he did.
Yeah, you might be right. So last NFL snap was 2020 though.
Oh, I have no
That's
clue.
what I'm saying. Like last time he played in the NFL.
I mean, does that Raiders tenure even count?
Yeah, but I'm saying at least like in the sense of like facing like that type of like they're actually on an active roster.
It might have.
It's been a couple of years, right?
Longer than that. It might have been like 2018. Didn't we trade him between 2017 2018?
Yeah, it was the year when we announced when we drafted TJ, because that's when he said Sammy Coates. That was it was for Sammy. Yeah, so it was around that time frame. But
so maybe 2019, 2020. You're right.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't think
he definitely didn't play in COVID. It's probably 2019.
Yeah. So since it's been that long, I don't necessarily think that he's just gonna run by any NFL DB right now. But I think that, depending on how he continues to play throughout this league, if he can get into a little bit, get closer to what he used to be in terms of that top end speed, yeah, if you're bringing it in on a practice squad situation with the way the NFL has changed it, I don't think it hurts you. But I want to see more. The guy that low-key was cooking, though, Tyler Vaughns. I don't know if you've seen Tyler, man.
I didn't get to see him.
Tyler, bro.
I'm not surprised. He was good.
Tyler looked good, man. Tyler still look good, bro. Josh Gordon, nice stat line, finished well. Once again, though, I look at him the same way I look at Taylor right now.
Gordon's done.
I need to see more.
Such a shame.
I need to see more because this thing, we say done, but I say done in terms of if you're trying to have him be a star, yeah. But your NFL isn't filled with stars.
You're saying like
could Josh Gordon be your
a
fifth
dude
receiver?
late in his career, yeah, could he give you like 500 yards on a
Absolutely.
season, high end?
That's what I'm looking for, because when you talk about making a postseason run, you can do it where you depend on rookies, but we talked about rookies. That's hit or miss. That's a coin flip. Or you could do it where you have somebody that's done it before, somebody that's been on a little bit of a higher end player, or that has just been in the league longer. They're not going to get as frantic in some of these moments. The pressure is going to be too big. They're not going to commit a foul. They're not going to, commit a self-inflicted error when they're in these critical moments because they're accustomed to being in big moments in the spotlight. I think in that dynamic, it could be interesting. But I'm not about to say that they deserve that all for one game in the XFL. Nah, I'm speaking like future tense, like as the season progresses, if they starting to look more and more like what we're accustomed to seeing from those guys, I do think that makes it a little bit more interesting with the way the practice squad situation is set up. Yeah, because if I can have a Josh Gordon that I feel confident in after watching him play 6-7 games versus somebody from whoever's community college that we brought in on a tryout scenario and he's just here, it's like, bro, let me get Josh. At least I know Josh can go out here and give me some productivity. So it's like that dynamic from when I think of them.
I get what you're saying. So what are we talking here? Martavis back to the Steelers? Does this open eyes?
Does it for you?
No, it's just done.
I was going to say, it's too early for me right now, man.
No, I like what you were saying in terms of TBD, potentially practice squad, just to get back to the NFL.
Yeah.
I could definitely see the pathway. Mm-hmm. He's getting targeted a ton.
Yeah. I want to see it. Like I said,
he was moving pretty well. It's just, the stat line wasn't good. I would have liked him to catch that one, too.
Oh, yeah.
The little hook over the middle.
What are you talking about?
I just don't think AB or Pickens drops that.
But you're talking about one guy's an elite receiver, AB. The other guy we're saying potentially is an elite receiver.
I know. These are, this was one of my concerns with Martavis back in the day when he was with the Steelers anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Had some sketchy hands at times, but would make the crazy-ass play where he's flipping over himself in the end zone.
Absolutely.
Or just absolutely torch someone on a vertical route.
Or you're going to catch a slant and take it 60.
Yeah,
He has that.
We just haven't seen that from Martavis yet in the XFL. Now, I will say, it seemed like they were paying a lot of attention to him.
They were. That's the other part. But that's why I said the quarterback. I want to have a better quarterback because they were definitely playing a lot of they
viewed him as wide receiver 1 on that team.
Facts. It was no debate. They put him on the backside, but the defense responded accordingly. That's why they had another receiver who actually had a better stat line because he was getting the more favorable matchups. But they would sling. They would have that safety shifted to that side every time. That's why they would put him in the slot as well. I want to say Bruce was their was their coordinator too, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because they would move him to the slot, and I was like, I like what you're doing here because you're trying to essentially scheme up a one-on-one for him. Problem was the quarterback still would get hesitant with that safety, and that's why I was like, man, NFL quarterback, you're gonna make that safety make a play. You're gonna say my arm is better, like we saw Kenny throw to Pat Fryer move running the seam. This quarterback for them won't doing that. He's looking like nah, defender low, safety high, I'm going over here. So with that, it's just hard to, like I said, fully evaluate. But I think if he comes down with a couple of those, where now we're looking at it and saying, hey, instead of being a 4 for 28, he might have had a 6 for 70 out there because he has 2 15-yard, 2 20-yard catches across the middle. I think it's a different vibe that we would have for him right now. So that's the part where I'm like, that's why I said TBD, because I don't look at that as that's on him. I look at that as the guy that's throwing you the ball. It goes back and forth. And I don't think that guy's capable.
One of the problems, though, with his NFL comeback is he eligible to come back yet?
Well, he's technically I'm not sure, but in terms of the reinstatement, it's not going to be a difficult process. Because for him specifically, it was marijuana. It's not like when we talk on Alden Smith, right? Where it's like, yo, you got felony charges, you got DUIs, you got real life stuff you dealing with. The climate of the NFL has changed drastically in terms of THC usage. I think it's a different ball game when he comes back for reinstatement. Now, if his ducks aren't in a row, though, and it's like, bro, you still, you out here doing crazy type of stuff, then I think that's a different scenario. But I think for him, specifically, I think that he would have a legitimate
do you think he would have to pass a drug test to get back in?
Nah. And even if they did, the way that they've altered the threshold, he's still going to pass. Because that was the big reason with the whole CBA a couple of years ago when it was about to be another lockout. It was like, yo, this can't continue. The THC part has to go. So for him, yeah, he should be great.
So you would actually be interested as the Steelers?
Like I said, I have to see more. You're trying to make a judgment off of 1 week. You can't make a judgment off of 1 week when you're talking about sports. You got to look at the sample size. That's what we always talk about. With young players, you don't crown them off of one game. You don't crown them off of one season. You need to see, can you repeat process? Can you continue? What happens when you get sore? What happens when teams start to understand, hey, you do this well and you don't do this well? That's when you got to see, can you make an adjustment? What are you capable of? Are you a dog or not? Are you going to quit when you're down? What if your team's losing? How you going to respond? I need to see all of that before I touch Tay or Josh Gordon, any of them type of dudes where it's like, yo, they had some legit baggage. I need to see the full thing play out. Not just can you play, but what are you like in that locker room? What are you like around these guys, man? If your team is winning, how are you handling that? If your team is losing, how are you handling that? Because I'm not about to bring a Tay around a George Pickens if I think it's going to mess up Pickens.
That was my first.
That's
almost,
how I look at it. You know what I mean?
Martavis coming back to the NFL, I think, yeah, for sure. I could see it. I just think it's over with the Steelers. Yeah. I just think it new era. Let's just move on from all that.
And honestly, I'm fine with that too. All I'm saying is if he's talented and his head's on right, does he hurt us? No. But if we don't even want to play that game of do we even want to risk it? Hey, man, it's a lot simpler to just move on because we do got a George Pickens. We have a Deontay Johnson. We got a Calvin Austin who we're excited about seeing anyways.
If someone got hurt, though, that's a different story.
Right. But in terms of right now, yeah, I'm with you. If we don't even want to take that chance, that risk of it, don't. But that's why for me, if we're talking about him to the Steelers, I'm like, I really have to see how the rest of this plays out. Because when it was all good, he was the one who put out there, hey, Sammy, that's for you. That's Sammy coach placement. Remember, it was nothing negative going on. There was no beef going on. He was the one who said that.
Not happy about Juju.
You know what I'm saying?
In the middle of that one season.
Yeah,
I forget why.
So I'm like, if you can say that when things are good and your bank account's nice, you getting targets, you the man. If you can say that, man, what's it gonna look like now, man? When you really got a reason to be upset, when you really gonna come in here and be like, dang, I ain't the big dog no more. I'm not even playing second fiddle to an AB. I'm playing it to a second year receiver. Different conversation.
And Deontay.
Yeah. Realistically, Pat too, because Pat gonna get his targets.
Yep.
I need to know, can you handle that? Can your ego handle that? When you coming back to this room and you parking in the same spot, can you still handle that? Can you be humble enough? We won't know. So if you Pittsburgh and you don't want to deal with that, then don't deal with that.
Yeah, I don't want to take the risk if I'm the Steelers.
But if I'm another team though, and I might need some receiver action, oh yeah, I'm definitely looking.
Yeah. I think for 31 of the teams across the league, I'm seriously looking at Martavis and seeing what he does in the XFL.
Without a doubt. Heck yeah. Because the talent is there. You see him when he moves. It's like, bro, that still looks freaky. That still looks like it can mismatch you a little bit. But,
yeah, you mean to tell me if, depending on like where Aaron Rodgers goes or something, if he gets paired up with him as the third or fourth receiver, he couldn't be doing some stuff as like the red zone threat. Almost like, remember when Plax came back after the gunshot stuff?
Yeah.
He had like 500 or 600 yards with the Jets, but he had 10 touchdowns. He was a huge red zone target for him.
Yep, without a doubt, bro.
So, yeah, if I'm 31 other teams, I'm definitely looking at Martavis here, seeing what he does the rest of the season. But I'm just over it with the Steelers.
Yeah.
Just new era moving
That makes sense. In terms of you talking Pittsburgh specifically, yeah, I'm already with you on that. But it's just
it sucks though because we have such fond memories of Martavis when he actually played on the field.
You know, Tay, that's the home. It's like, bro, Tay is a dope dude.
He was supposed to be that guy.
Tay was a dope dude. I just thought that he got caught up with the wrong people. But Tay is a dope dude, like just in general, man. So it's like, bro, like, yeah, I think that he would be perfect. But once again, can you run that risk? And because of how it played out before, and with the guys that you have here right now, I don't think it's worth the risk personally. But
Tomlin would have to be gun shy about it.
Yeah,
like he would have to be a little scarred.
Yeah, because of how it played out.
Because this was a dude you were counting on.
Yes, bro.
In that Killer B era.
Yes. Whether you're talking about the first go around when he failed, and it was like, bro, what's up? Or when it started to become, now I'm taking shots at my team. I'm talking to certain people publicly. It's like, bro, what are you doing? Like, that's the type of stuff that can't happen. When you talk about the dynamic of a locker room, and that's what we always say, it's not always about the talent. Like, what's the fit like, bro? Like, does he mesh? Because that can mess up your whole... Bro, you know how George Pickens vibe. We talked to him. You know his energy. That's a head clash. That's what we said AB couldn't work with this thing right now. That's a head clash. And we're going to side with Pickens. So, yeah, it's just like, man, we don't need that dynamic.
Now, Martavis could be a different person now. We're, 5 years removed?
Yeah,
but I just don't know if it's worth it.
To wait. That's why I was like, I would need to wait. And for it to be Pittsburgh, it would need to be, it looked really, really good in his XFL. And everything we heard was like above and beyond of his character and
he's
all that
like
other stuff.
Completely humble. Yeah. He'd be so gracious to be back in the league.
If it's that type of scenario, Pittsburgh, sure.
Let me come back to Pittsburgh. I have unfinished business.
Right. Like I want to be a part of this. I want to right all my wrongs. Like if it's that type of vibe, sure. But if it's anything other than that, it's like we can't deal with that right now.
And like he says, this is Kenny's team. This Pickens is wide receiver 1. I'm just along for the ride, doing what I can.
I need to hear it. I need to see it and believe it. Because otherwise, it's like it's too much of a chance for it to be a negative. It's too many negative potentials that are going to outweigh the positive that you could bring.
And I think we pretty much have cleared all that out of the locker room at this point.
Yeah.
We have a good vibe with this team.
No, we do, bro. We do.
I really believe it. So
we definitely do.
Yeah, it could rock the boat a little bit too much.
Yeah. Hey, Kenneth Moses, man, stalled me out, man. He said, yo, why'd you have to refer to Tay as a dope dude? Come on, man. I'm sorry. He's not a dope dude. He's a really good dude. He's really he flies high. I like how he rolls. Yeah.
Myron Bennett says I'd much rather bring Vaughns back over Bryant.
I'm telling you, no, Vaughns makes sense too.
Vaughns had that connection with Pickett in preseason.
Well, the thing is this: we wanted Vaughns last year. Remember, we talked about him potentially being here. It was him, Steven Sims, Gunnar Olszewski, like all them dudes at the end. We were looking at and trying to figure out who would make it and who wouldn't. And Tyler doesn't like he lost a beat, man. The dude made a nice sideline catch, man. Body control, smooth in terms of just getting in and out of his breaks. We know what he can do. We've seen him do it versus preseason competition. So
game-winning touchdown in Pickett's debut.
And honestly, man, when we talk NFL preseason, I still do classify that as a higher brand of football than XFL. So to see what he was able to do NFL wise, yeah, I don't think is any issue bringing him back up. It was just more so the numbers game for us. That was why it didn't work out. Yeah, but it could be different this go around, man. Calvin Austin coming off of a year of being hurt and having surgery. Gunnar Olszewski.
We don't know if we're bringing Boykin back.
Yeah, it's a lot. Steven Sims, what is his role? Like, it's a lot of question marks over there right now. So if you're Tyler, this could be a scenario where you look and say, you know what, I want to come back here.
Anthony Miller's coming off that injury.
Yeah, missed a whole season, right? He got hurt in training camp. So, we're going to have some options. I mean, for him, man. But, Tyler, he's another one of them dudes, man. I'm not against that. Dude, I need to go see if my dog Sammy Coates playing in this league. Maybe I need to go hop in, bro. Eli Rogers in the league? I'm telling you, bro. But once again, these are those type of players, though. This is that type of league, bro. A player like Sammy Coates. If he ever decided, you know what, I want to prove that I got a raw deal, that my fingers being broke is what cost me. Because I don't know how y'all ain't know his fingers was broke. That was news to me when you said you ain't know that. I'm like, bro, I thought this was like a thing. Like, we all knew
we know he had them taped up. No, I don't think they ever said they were broke, though.
That's crazy. Yes, he had multiple fingers broken on both hands. Absolutely. That's what it was like, yo, what y'all mean y'all don't know this? And that's what we'll be like, why are we throwing him the ball? He's supposed to be the decoy. His job was supposed to be run as fast as you can, draw coverage. That was the rule, bro.
That's probably why they didn't say he had broken hands.
But
we didn't know.
That was the thought. It was like, yo, just run vertical because you're the top end guy. We not throwing you the ball because your fingers broke. We all knew this. Yes. But that's why I thought y'all knew that, man. That's when you said it to me, I was like, huh, you ain't know that part? Yes.
I just knew they were taped up, and I was like, this dude all of a sudden just can't catch. Like, what the hell?
Yes, bro. His fingers is all jacked up. But I think of a guy like him, I'm like, man, shoot. Pull up XFL, man. See what it's like. Because, like I said, when I think of CFL, man, it's just the rules. That's not American football, bro. That's more like arena football. When you talk about like the run and start for these receivers, how far off you got to be, line of scrimmage and stuff, the downs and everything is weird. In a positive way. Not in a negative way, but it's different.
Okay, there's some really good comments here. Pittsburgh Toddy 86 says, we need a taste strain.
Hey, son.
Little competition with Shay's here.
Hey, look. I was talking to my dog Shay. I was like, dude, I don't know what you done did, but bruh, your product. Oh my God.
Oh, you know what? God. Someone sent to me on Twitter. They tagged me that I guess he literally, I think it was the day after our podcast, he came out with some vapes.
Oh, bro, because all right. Fire, bro.
He must have been tuning in.
Fire, bro. All I'm saying is, yo got it. Yeah, it's real. Bro, we did the show on Thursday, right? Yeah, it was on Thursday when I had,
You were gone, dude. I'm not even going to lie.
Listen,
you were gone.
Listen, Friday morning, I was still on one. I don't think you fully understand, like, bruh, that joke was for real.
Weren't expecting it.
You know me. I'm a daily dude. I'm a plant-based guy, 24/7. That's how I live. I'm a green thumb, right? Green thumb. Plant-based. All right? Deke. That had me in the Matrix, bro. It's rare that I get in the Matrix like that. I was in the Matrix, bro.
I got to read a few more of these, though.
I went back and checked that tape, bro. I was geeking earlier. Holy
yeah, you were.
Bro, I was geeking. Yeah, bro. What? Yes. That's what. This is how I knew I was geeking. I had the text message to Shay typed up, and it's set in my kiosk to be sent to him for a whole 24 hours. Because when I was
at the beginning of the show,
yes, it's just, bro, all because of his product, bro. That's what it did to me. I looked at it was literally like 2:00 on Friday, and I pull up my phone. I'm like, bro, I still ain't sent this text. I said, oh my God. And then it hit, and I finally sent them. We talking like, yeah, I don't know what you did, bro, but I love you for this, man. Like, you know how good it feels to be like, yo, I'm on this, my man's product right here, and he's not gone. It's not like I'm smoking on this pack, like, yo, it's the op. Like, no, it's like all love. This is a great scenario right here, bro. It hit me, man. I felt good about that, bro.
On that 50 pack.
Yeah, man, that felt good, bro. But the Shay leave had me, bro. I was over here calling my mama, like, bro, Lord, Shay, God, dog. Say, that's what you want?
How'd you Shay leaving?
Bro, I was Shay leaving in something. Sheesh. I felt that I was a walking miracle. I was on all that. It was 50, yeah, whatever pack, whatever name. Bro, I had all that going on right then, Deke. All that, bro. All that.
The 50 pack. I like that.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I don't know how. I'm glad you helped us. You carried us, bro.
No.
You carried us, bro.
No.
Yeah, you carried us.
No, I think I just should have let you go.
No, bro. You kept us in order. That was dangerous.
Yeah, some of these other comments. Rod Dahl is saying Al Bell needs to join the league.
He's boxing though, but He dropped a new song too. Got a little auto tune on it, man.
Oh, the auto tune's
He got a
insane.
little auto tune on it, bro.
It doesn't even sound like him.
It does. It sounds dope though, because it doesn't sound like.
Exactly. Yeah.
Shout out to my dog El Bell, but it has. I was like,
if you told me that wasn't El Bell, I'd have been like, all right, this is decent.
It sounds zero like El Bell, bro.
I just want to say this because we got some KP8 positivity here. Black and Yellow Texas Steel saying I was watching Kenny highlights yesterday. Buddy decent.
No, facts, man. Facts. That's the beauty too, man. Now that we have the full season, man, to just be able to go back and watch some of his games. I've been doing that with a couple of dudes, man. Just go back and look at, I'm pick a random game here. And man, you just look, he's like, dang, I forgot he did this. Or man, you look at his footwork right here, it's even better right now. So no, I'm with you on that, man. Absolutely.
And then last one, this is a little bit of news pertaining to what we were just talking about. Grim Reaping Mikey says Sammy tweeted a week or two ago he was coming back to make a football comeback.
Word? Let's go. I'm telling you, man, like this, the XFL, the USFL, if you are a player that never made it or made it, flamed out, dealt with your injuries, whatever the scenario is, or if you retired and you change your mind, these type of leagues are perfect for you. They are. I'm telling you, man, if I ever get the desire, Deke, if I ever get the desire to come out of retirement, I'm going to holler at one of these leagues. I'm only 34, so I got some time. I can still pick and choose. I feel I got like another 2.5 years before I'm just old. You know what I mean? When I get like 37, because Debo was what? 38 when we was teammates. I said I can't be older than Debo was as a player. Can't do it. But if I'm like 36, 37 and a half, Deke, and I get that itch, I'm calling one of these up.
You just want to start hitting people.
Guys, if I can be like, yo, Peasy, man, I need to go smack something, bro. Like, I'm coming. I don't need nothing. I'm going to fly out. Just get me 5'5". I'll take 5'2" if you ain't got 5'5". You know how I roll. And other than that, we good. All right? Chill, man. That's how it be.
All right, back to the super chats. AJ Martinez says...
Oh, and hit that like button, too. I totally forgot about that, man.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, hit the like button if you haven't done so.
AJ Martinez says, today is my 54th birthday.
What? Bro, let's go, man. Happy birthday, AJ, man. More life to you. 54, let's ride. Who's a famous 54 in terms of Pittsburgh?
Oh, wow.
Because I thought Zach Thomas right off the dribble. I was like, famous 54.
54.
If you got a famous 54, drop it in the chat. Steeler Nation.
I can't even think of a Steeler that's 54.
Yeah, famous Steeler for 54. Because it was 53, I say it was your Marquise Pouncey year. If it was 55, I would say it was your Joey Porter year.
Right. I definitely can't think of a
Who's
Penguin
54?
or a Pirate. Jeez, oh man. 54?
Yeah, somebody gonna drop something in the chat for us.
Who
man.
was 50? Was it was Ulysses Gilbert 54?
The third, yeah. UG3. Or was he 50? Yeah, he was 54, yeah.
LJ Fort, was he 54?
LJ was 54, yeah.
We need someone better.
Dang, you just gonna kill my dog like that? That's
yeah.
That's foul. You say, nah, we ain't gonna do that.
Ulysses
we
Gilbert.
Need somebody better.
Ulysses Gilbert even. Yeah, you need someone better than that.
I say you are foul, bro.
Hey, LJ Fort might be the guy though.
LJ, that's the homie too.
That
Shout
might
out
be
to
the
LJ,
top dog.
man.
54.
Is LJ the biggest 54 we done seen this far? Is he the biggest boss?
Man. There has to be someone
no
missing.
way. We gotta Google this, bro.
What a bad number.
Yeah, is LJ really the best 54 we've had? I
Might
mean,
be.
shout out to LJ. Hardy Nickerson. Okay, shout out to Vegas TJG.
Okay, maybe him.
Hardy could work.
Who was he? What did he do?
Hardy.
Tay Crowder.
who's
Last
LB?
year we picked him up from the Giants.
I mean, I remember Tay. Yeah.
All players wear 54 for the Steelers.
Please.
Yeah, this is bleak.
We ain't got nobody.
Hardy Nickerson is, according to Pro Football Reference, the best.
Click on him real quick.
Just based off like stats and value he brought to the team. Oh yeah, 5-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All Pro.
But he wasn't out here in Pittsburgh where he was doing that.
No, he was. It looks like. You know what? He had one season, 99 tackles, 114 tackles for us.
Yeah, but it was what, St. Louis for him, right? If I remember. No.
His big years were Tampa Bay. His best years.
Okay.
But before that, I mean, he won. No, what was this? Yeah, the 114 tackle season. A couple seasons, 90 plus.
Where all did he end up? Because he got what, 10? No, 12.
Years. It's looking like
he played a while.
15.
Yeah, but he played a long time.
He went from 87 to 02.
Yeah, he played a long time, bro.
Had 2 seasons with Jacksonville, then one with Green Bay to end it after Tampa Bay.
Jacksonville.
Yeah, it's got to be him. He was 54 with the Steelers.
Because he was down in Jacksonville with Marcus Stroud and them dudes. Marcus Stroud, Was Kirk down there? Morrison? I don't know if he got. No. He missed. No. Kirk missed him, but I think he was down there with Stroud though.
Yeah, 54 is brutal.
Dang, that's nuts, man. Shout out to Hardy though. Shout out to the number 54 then, man. So AJ Martinez, man, happy birthday, man. Enjoy yourself. Turn up to the maximum, all right? And be with the ones that love you and the ones that you love, all right? Let's get it.
I was gonna look for Pirates real quick.
Oh yeah, go for it, man. I'm gonna look at some regular chats. Oh, I see Dante Baker. He says, what's going on, Deke and Moats? How y'all family? Man, all good over here, man. We lived up, vibed out. You know, Deke drippy today, man. He got the all black on. Hope y'all caught that Black History Month fact Deke gave us to start it out too, man.
Used to be a week.
Shout out to the homie, man. Used to be a week, became a month, man. Because of the civil rights movement, because of the popularity that was coming around, you know, the civil rights and Black history. So
and the week was initially coinciding with the week that Abraham Lincoln was born, his birthday.
Shout out to Honest Abe and Frederick Douglass.
Frederick Douglass as well.
Absolutely, man. Let's go, Deke. Let's go.
Do what I can. I'm done looking at the Pirates.
It's all bad?
No, it's too long of a list here to try to figure out. I'm good.
All right. All good then. All good.
It's the Hardy Nickerson year.
Shout out to your Hardy Nickerson year, bro.
That's what we'll agree on.
Absolutely.
Okay. What, back to Super Chats?
Yeah, man. Let's tap in.
Next one was Tito Whitaker just giving us some support.
Salute you, my friend. We appreciate you from the heart.
Sean McCartney, how do you feel about Steelers possibly letting Sutton test the market? Do you feel it has anything to do with trying to get Ramsey or CB in the first round?
Ooh.
Is this a rumor?
So Sutton, you know what? Let's talk that, man, because he's obviously one of our topics anyways.
I thought I've been hearing the opposite. Him and the Steelers are negotiating a deal.
Yeah, so how'd I got you? All right, so obviously over the weekend, Cam Sutton's contract did void. Because it was kind of like what you had brought up when we talked about those voidable years on the deal. He apparently had some remaining voidable time on that contract, and then obviously it's done, but they were trying to get it extended prior to that happening. I wasn't aware that he could actually get his done that soon. I thought he had to wait a little bit. But shout out to them voidable deals. Now we know how they work. Yeah, now we know how they work, because that was the part for me where I did not know the voidable deals worked like that. But
so there was like a loophole where we still could have resigned.
We could have done it early. Yeah.
Yeah,
I had no clue either.
I see.
I had no clue. I'm used to like the regular deals, not the voidable contract deals. But that's essentially what happened. So that's why I guess it became more of a thing where they were saying that it does look like he will be able to head towards free agency. Now, since that report came out, I think it wasn't Dulac, but it was another beat reporter that did get a chance to talk to Cam Sutton. It might have been Lally. I think it was Dale Lally. I think it was him that came out and essentially said that he's spoken to Cam Sutton, and Cam still does have all the desire to remain here in Pittsburgh, and he does want to get a contract done here.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
And then he shared a similar sentiment in an interview he did with the Steelers YouTube channel. He's like, I'm the type of dude, I just like sticking around. I love it here in Pittsburgh. So I don't really want to leave. Yeah,
so for Cam, I think that this was more so just a surprise because not everybody knew that the voidable years remaining on his deal could, void out like this and make his contract essentially void. But to me, it still came off more as a formality because we all knew that we were going to have to get a contract done with him regardless this offseason before free agency began. And I think that this is just another checkpoint along the way for that. I don't think that he can go and negotiate with anybody else right now.
I don't know. That's what I'm curious. Can he be talking with the Steelers?
Because to me, I thought he could still talk with Pittsburgh. I didn't think that he could talk to anyone else because he was still technically under contract. But if his contract is voided and now you're saying he's just an unrestricted free agent today, February 20th, well, what's stopping him from saying, hey, Dallas, how much you got for me? Hey, New England, what you trying to cut? Minnesota, man. Hey, look, man, what you offering? You see what I mean? So it's like,
is that even technically legal right now?
Yes, if you're an unrestricted free agent.
Is it?
Yes, but your contract has to be void. If you're going to become an unrestricted free agent, your contract isn't void until the new league year, which is in March. That's why typically when a guy finishes the deal, you have until March, that second week of March, to get the deal done with him before they do what? The legal tampering period where you get those 3 days to talk to other teams.
Meanwhile, as soon as free agency starts, deals are happening.
Yeah. But it's like, if I'm able to talk to other teams and get offers in, well, now you don't get the luxury of, I'm going to take this deal because I don't know what my market is. So if you're Pittsburgh and Cam can only talk to you right now,
I get it.
Pittsburgh can say, I'm going to give you 8. That's great. And you're like, hey, man, man, that's double my pay. Let's do it. But now if you're unrestricted completely, your contract is up. Pittsburgh say 8, but you got Houston saying, I give you 12. You like, bro, bump this 8. I'm going to get this 12. Or Pittsburgh has to do what? Match that number.
All right, yeah, get this up to 10 at least.
And remember, I talked about that scenario with me, where Pittsburgh during February and March gave me a super low number. But then once that tampering period started and Atlanta called me and they gave me a nice number, Pittsburgh was like, hold on, we got to adjust this. Otherwise, he's gone. That's night and day. You know what I mean? When you're talking about negotiations and the confidence that we should have in it.
Yeah.
So if he can still only talk to Pittsburgh, very confident that he's coming back. If this means he can talk to anybody else, we playing with fire. Because now he's essentially hit the open market. And the way the Steelers operate, they operate like, hey, if you hit the open market, you're gone because of that dynamic. They don't want to get into a bidding war over players because they lose that. That number just keep going higher and higher and higher. So, yeah, we need to find out, man.
No, I'm glad you cleared that up, though. That's why people are making it a big deal.
Right. So I'm under the impression still that he can only talk to us right now until the new league year starts. This is just a formality. And this is why he's going to be an unrestricted free agent. Whereas if they would have got the extension done prior to, then it would have never even come down to him potentially hitting the market. I thought that that's what this was saying. That now it just confirms that, hey, if we don't get the deal done by the new league year, this contract is voided out. He'll be an unrestricted free agent.
But we don't know if he can legally be talking to other teams right now or not.
Well, if it's like if the scenario is this, your contract will be voided out on March because you didn't get a deal done now, we're fine because he's still under contract. He still can only talk to Pittsburgh. If the scenario is this scenario, you didn't get the extension done by X date. Now your contract is officially void. You're a free agent today. Well, then, yeah, he could talk to anyone in the league today and going forward. Night and day. That's like when you see a team cut a veteran player in January or cut a veteran player in February, and they'll be like they're doing them a favor. They're giving them a chance to hit the open market before it gets crowded when free agency actually begins. Yeah.
So I'm seeing this from Joel Corey on Twitter. I don't know if you can get anything from this wording. He says this contracts of 6 different players void today. He says DJ Chark, Eric Fisher, Troy Hill, Yannick Ngakoue, Cam Sutton, and Jimmy Ward. And then he says these players will be UFAs when 2023 league year starts on the 15th.
Okay, so they still got to wait then.
Okay.
Yeah, because the new league year starts, I think it's March 15th, he said? Yeah. So when the new league year starts, they're just confirming that those players will be unrestricted free agents. But all of their respective teams are the only people that can talk to them right now to re-sign.
So nothing has changed.
Nothing has changed. It's just a formality. So we're good.
Something to talk about.
It's like what I thought.
Something to bring a headline in.
Yeah, we're good. Because that had me, that was the part that had me, because we just never dealt with avoided contracts before. But essentially,
not like this.
Yeah, this was new for us. So, hey, man, we worked through that thing. So all it takes is 2 of us to figure that thing out. Yeah.
I think I'm 80% sure we're right now. I don't know if we're 100%.
I feel 90. I feel we got a strong 90 because
Okay.
I when you said the dude name, I was like, dang, that I don't recognize that name.
He's got a blue check. Do you want me to see if it's Twitter blue or not?
The way social media has been going with these check marks, bro.
He's got 39,000 followers, and it looks like it was an old verification, not Twitter blue.
Yeah, because that's what I'm starting. Bro, I started to realize like what you said when you was like, yo, people, it ain't like how it used to be. I was looking, I was like, bro, these check marks is getting real, could go one account. Like, bro, wait a minute now. How'd you get this check, bro?
Yeah, you got to click on the check mark
Just
after you click the account.
Yeah.
Twitter blue fake. And it says something about this may or may not be notable. That's usually the real one.
Yeah, I was like, man, this is crazy.
Those are the legacy blue check marks.
Then they said they're going to try to do something with like Instagram like that as well.
I saw that too, yeah.
Yo, they changing the game with the blue checks, bro. Yeah.
Get money.
Hey, I guess so, man. Hey, I ain't going to knock the hustle. If you can turn a profit, do it, man. Go for it.
So, yeah, we both want Sutton back, obviously.
Yeah, without a doubt, bro. without a doubt.
If I had to bet, I think he's coming back.
I mean, Ken, that's the homie. I would say yeah. Because he loves it here, man.
I actually think he will take a hometown discount, too.
Of all the people, Cam would be the guy. To me, Cam would definitely be the guy. Because Cam, man, he's one of those, like, not overly flashy, not a big, trying to keep up with the Joneses type. Like, he's just down to earth, man. Like, super low-key, bare minimum type dude. Like, obviously takes, like, his stuff nice, but not over the top, not a gaudy type dude, man. So, yeah, when you talk about the potential of taking less to stay, I'm not saying that it would be a crazy amount less, but I do think if it was a scenario where he's picking and choosing between, do I leave for a little bit more, I think he would stay for a little bit less.
Sure.
I feel like he does have that dynamic.
And it makes sense for both sides, for the Steelers to want him want to stay.
Hey, man, speaking from experience, sometimes it's better to take a little less to stay, bro. You could take more and leave, but that scenario can be damning. That scenario can be tragic. And, bro, you get out this league quick. It happens like that, man. So, yeah, for Cam, man, I'm just like, bro, you got a great scenario here. You comfortable. You know what you got. The team loves you, man. You ain't gotta keep looking for it now. You found it. Like, yeah.
Coming off your best season, you're going to be a guy that we want going forward with this young team to be a leader. You and Cam Hayward on defense.
Search their whole career for what you got right now, man. You good, bro.
Yeah, people view you really highly. I think as fans we do, for sure. I think he's a really good player.
And just a good dude, man. Off the field. Good dude, man. Family man, community man. Like, checks all the boxes, bro. Leader.
Yep.
Talking about a dude that studies the game the right way, man. Practices the right way, man. Nah, he checks all them boxes. That's my dude, man. Love me some Cam.
Farron Bradford, sprinkle in some backup NFL QBs. Yeah, this is what we were just talking about. And business booming. And AB
I'm with
boys.
it, bro.
This is maybe a Drew Lock or like a Marcus Mariota. Tough to support financially, though.
Well, that definitely becomes the issue. But that's why we said, like, if you can find those guys that haven't really, all the way hit it, then you got a chance with them, man. Them practice squad dudes, man, or them dudes that have had some baggage on them, then you can make it work, man.
Or they have a little bit of brand coming in from college.
Mm-hmm.
Just not ready for the pros yet.
Yep.
It's like minor leagues. It's literally like minor leagues.
Literally what we're talking. Yeah. Every other league has that. Hockey has minor leagues. MLB has minor leagues. NBA has minor leagues. Soccer has minor leagues. NFL's the only one with no minor league, bro. Yeah.
Myron Bennett, realistically, what rule could the NFL take from the XFL? I personally like the kickoff formation. If they want less high-impact collisions, that'd work.
Yeah, so for those that don't know, they still kick it off from the 35 or whatever it was, but they align the coverage and return unit 5 yards apart from each other, and essentially they're 20 or 30 yards downfield, but they can't move until the ball has been caught. So the guy catches the ball on the goal line or in the end zone, and as soon as he catches it, the coverage team and the return team, they go at it. And the timing, it is perfect because essentially what they did, they took how we practice kickoff and kickoff return. That's how you practice it in season. You want to cut down on the run, you want to cut down on the collision, but you still want to get the read, you still want to get the effective work in terms of your drop, in terms of your coverage pursuit. So you cut down the run and you push up the coverage and you separate everybody 5 yards. That's how we practice it every day at the NFL level. All they did was just say, we're going to make it live bullets now. So the concept is honestly not hard to replicate. And we love it as players because, like you said, it cuts down on the running, cuts down on the major collision, but you're still able to be dominant. You can use your speed because you have enough space. You can use your technique and fundamentals if you're a guy that wants to, bully through a block. You got that type of space. If you want to run around a block, you can do that too. And for the return, man, you still got ample space to get if you want to do a bounce return, a misdirection return, anything like that. So I do think that could potentially work because we've talked about how with kickoffs, they're either out the back of the end zone or we're talking about how that's one of the most dangerous plays in terms of concussions or injuries because of the high end speed and the violence of that play. But as a football purist, I love kickoff. I love kickoff coverage.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a guy that made it in this league because early on I could do that. And then on the back end of my career, I stayed because I could do that. You take that away, you take away jobs. So it's like, man, how do you keep that, but at the same time make it safe? Yeah.
I'm with
the
you.
XFL definitely.
I like the traditional kickoff in the NFL.
Yeah, you gotta have it though, bro. Like, you think about when you watch the Super Bowl, and it's that opening kickoff, man. You see them dudes, man. That's a beautiful thing right there. But I get the dangers of it. I've seen it, man.
Yeah.
I've seen it. Hey, man.
If the Super Bowl kickoff looks like how the XFL's doing, it don't hit the same.
It don't hit the same. Everybody's safer though. We're safer, but it don't hit the same. So you have to ask yourself, do you want safety or do you want the optics, man? Because
the aesthetic.
The OG has the look to it. But I can assure you, somebody going to sleep. Every time it's kickoff, bro, somebody getting jacked up, bro. They keep changing the rules. I'm like, bro, you still be getting banged out there, bro. Yeah, they just cut the camera quicker. But this dude's getting fired up. I can assure you, fired. Even in our game, we talk. Marcus Allen when he broke his thumb. Okay, yeah, it happens. Okay, they just gonna cut that camera real quick. Go to a commercial. Whopper, Junior Whopper. Then they gonna hit you with that one. All right. But as a whole, bro, that kickoff dangerous, man. That is not for the weak. No. That's front line, man. Yeah, when you on kickoff, oh Lord, yeah. Go ahead, kamikazes. Are you kamikazes? Y'all ready? All right. I'll text your mother you love her. All right, I got you, man. I can show you, you'll never be the same. But the new XFL version, you got a chance to survive that, man. You could definitely survive that. Yeah,
you're right. It's definitely not as impactful. We'll put it to you that way.
Yeah,
it's definitely not.
Yeah,
you don't have a running start at all.
Yeah, I'm kind of stuck. I kind of like that one. I think for me, I was interested in the. It's too gimmicky, but the 3-point play, bro. When they have to try, because I think of how some of these games go. I'm like, man,
Kenny for 3.
Like, bro, the chance to like come back in some of these games or even expand your lead, or even in some scenarios where it's like, I don't want this team to be able to take it from the 2.5 or the 5 and go for 2. I want to make them have to go for 3. Like, I like that. But then at the same time, I ask myself, is that 3-point play potentially going to be as easy or as high probability as that 4th and 15 onside kick alternative?
I think you got to put it from the 30.
Yeah,
like 3 from the 30.
I think it has to be further back. That's my thing. Yeah, because if it's a 15-yard, like, bro, these receivers, these quarterbacks, a timing route is going to guarantee you that. But if you talk about 25 or 30 or even 20, it's like, you need catch and run after. Now you might be cooking with something. But I don't know. That was kind of like cool to me, man. But you got to be careful.
It is intriguing.
Yeah, it's intriguing, but I don't know if it's intriguing because of the age group we're in. In younger demographic, yes, but like the 40 and up, or like the football like purists, because like I said, I feel like I tween between like just pure football, like in the true sense of it, and kind of like this new wave of, man, what if we did introduce this, or what if we did add that part? And that's why I'm like, yo, maybe is it because of where we're at demographically that we kind of are intrigued by that, or does that change the game too much from the NFL standpoint?
I get what you're saying. I don't know if the 3-pointer, and I don't even know if I'm for it one way or another right now. It's just intriguing to me because I think it'd be funny. It'd be
interesting, bro.
You'd get the good headlines. You get some good captions. Like it's like someone shooting a 3 in the NBA. Like you get some good shit out of that.
Absolutely. And think about how the wave became when dudes started to go for 2 points all of a sudden instead of kicking the field goal. It's like, bro, this is exciting now. Like, it's really like teams being aggressive and forcing the action now.
I don't think the 3 would be that common because you're only using it in like do or die scenario for you to come back, I would assume. Because going from the 30.
Because think about, we thought that with 2-point conversions until Todd Haley came here and was like, no, we're going to start going for 2 early in games and use it to push the lead out and make teams have to play catch up. That was something that when he said it to us, we were like, bro, this is nuts. Like, and that's when Coach Thomas implemented 7 shots, and we would start every single day going to 7 plays in a row, 2-point conversion. But you saw during that time frame, the Killer Bee era, how often we would go for 2 and how frequently we were getting it. And it wasn't just at the end of games. We hit you with that in the first quarter, second quarter, like it didn't matter. So I could see a team like the Chiefs potentially saying, you know what, man?
Not from the 30, though. If you bump it up to the 10 or the 15, I agree with you.
Yeah. If it's 30 makes it that makes it
30 would just
crazy.
Be stupid to just be doing it in the middle of the game.
Yeah, it's reckless. It's right. But think when we first started going for 2s all the time, people thought we were crazy. So yo, what are they doing? Until you start running like, yo, them points is adding up. Wait a minute, now this team has to do this and that. So yeah.
So you agree it should be from like the 30?
Yeah, I think it has to be from the 30. Otherwise, it's gonna be just egregious, bro. Like teams are really gonna just.
Yeah, it would just be
It'd be too easy.
The only way you're doing is if you're down 9. Like
Yeah.
you literally just need that to come back.
Yeah.
And time's running out. Because honestly, if there's time left on the clock, you still might just go the traditional route. Get it 7, then you're down 2.
Yeah.
Defense get a stop, get the ball back, kick your field goal, do whatever. That's why I don't know. If it's from the 30, I don't think it would be that common. It would be an added extra element of excitement. But if you bump it up to like the 10 or 15 and you make the ratio equal where it's like, the 2's from what? 2-yard line, right? 2 or 3? And you make the 3, it's from the 10 or 15. Yeah, people are going to be going crazy with that 3 then.
They're going to take advantage of it, bro.
I wouldn't like that, though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't like that. I like the 3-pointer as a last-ditch effort.
Yeah. I think that brings some. But then again,
I still don't even know if I like it though,
because
it does
it's gimmicky.
Weave its way into tradition.
Bro.
You're right.
Yeah, it's gimmicky, and I think it has to be only on extra points. Because what's the difference if you're on the 30 and I'd be like, man, why you got to kick? Just you kick a field goal when you get 3-point. Like it has to be as an extra point attempt. But yeah, that's just a weird thing, man.
It's intriguing.
It is. It has us talking about it. Definitely has us talking about it.
Steeler Nation on fire. NFL should have a G League like the NBA.
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of what we're talking about.
Yeah, without a doubt, man. Just another opportunity for players to develop, man. Get a chance to get up here and make some of this money, man. Get a chance to change their life because it's an awesome life if you do it right. But it is one of the most hardest things to do, not just making it, but sustaining it. And getting to the point where you are able to change your life with it, man. So for these type of dudes, man, this just gives you another avenue. Because only in football, man, is it where if you're not the best of the best, you have no other opportunity to earn on your talents. You think about, man, any other industry, man. Hey, if I work on computers, man, I got multiple areas. If I'm a hooper, I got more. I can go overseas. I can do this. With football players, bro, it's literally, if you're not an NFL player, you got to go learn to play Canadian football. Other than that, where are you at? Like, you have no other opportunity. So this gives them dudes, man, a legit chance, man. So
that's a good point. Let's go, UW. Brady about to unretire and play in the spring.
Hey, man. He could go out there with Hines, man, or join Rod. Rod got a team. Wilson. He down there. He got a squad started by him. Yeah, he go join one of them boys, man. That'd be his, like, entryway to the Steelers. I like it.
Brady?
Yeah.
No.
He gonna pull up on the Maulers and then just, all right, guys, I'm here. I'm ready. I did my little spring ball workout. Got back into shape. All right, let's do it. Yeah.
No.
Maybe because he says he wants to change it up this year, man.
No.
Man.
Don't disrespect KP8 like that. Steeler Nation on fire. I know this ain't going to happen, but Cap should look into the XFL. That's what I mean.
Agree. Yeah.
Kaepernick versus Manziel game? Yeah. You mean people aren't tuning in for that?
Absolutely. And I will say this. I think early on, it was absolutely no, he would not do it in terms of Colin Kaepernick. I wonder now, though. I think it could be a little bit different. The first one, just because he still hasn't had an opportunity legitimately to come back to the NFL. We know that Pete Carroll was associated with potentially taking a look into it, but that never turned into a contract. That never turned into anything legitimate. But I just think the XFL is viewed differently this go around. And I think...
Is it The Rock?
Yeah, it definitely is. It is. He brings validity to it. We said it as soon as he attached his name to it. We said that it brought a certain level of quality, a certain level of validity because of who he is and how he operates. So I think that's the first reason why I think it's different for Cap this go around. I also think when you talk about some of the names and you look at the money that's being put in his league, I don't think it's going to be viewed to him as this ultra disrespect and slight. Yes, he's going to still feel like he belongs in the NFL because, hey, when you play in the NFL, man, and you have success, you don't ever feel like you don't belong back there because if you can do it there, you can do it anywhere. It's the best of the best. So for Cap, he's going to definitely feel like he should still be in the NFL. But this gives him a legitimate chance to prove it. And like I said, this go around, I just feel like the timing is different. He's further removed from the settlement from when the lawsuit happened. Because when that lawsuit happened, this was talking like a year or two later. COVID and all that stuff. It was like, oh, man, go join the XFL. It's like, nah, that's disrespectful. Like, don't tell him to go do that now because he just won the settlement. Nah, let him get back in. It's further removed from now. So I don't think that is as heavily forced or pushed upon it either in terms of the narrative. So I think that he could do an XFL or even a USFL. If he wanted to go even where it was going to be a little bit less buzz, because I think the USFL is still going to have a chance, but it doesn't have the same type of buzz that the XFL has right now. Because The Rock, we get it. But it's like, if he wanted to go to that league, I think that also could give him a chance. If he's just trying to just get his foot back out there and just show, because all it would take is a game or two. He doesn't have to play a full 7 games out there. If Cap go out there and in 1 to 2 games show that he still got that NFL talent, can still throw that ball, can still run like a deer, man, nah. You put the rest out, you good. You done shown what you need to show. We know what your track record is NFL-wise. Now you've legitimately given yourself an opportunity to get that phone call. And there still is no guarantee they're going to give it to you. But that would be a little bit stronger of a case to stand on if he was still trying to do that. Now, I don't know if he's still trying to play right now. I haven't heard anything from him. I know he dropped a little Netflix movie, but other than that, I don't know. Yeah.
I haven't either. I haven't heard anything. I think you're right. He would just have to show the rust is knocked off.
That's it.
I mean, he hasn't played in, 7 years or something?
Yeah, it's been a minute, man.
Because I would assume if he's playing, he would look rusty.
Yeah.
Even if it is the XFL.
That's why I was like, you need to, however many games it takes to show that you're not rusty anymore and that you still are capable. Boom, now you good. I don't think it would take a full season for him though. But if it did, I like I said, this still would give him that opportunity. But I don't know if he still wants to play though, personally.
Right.
I haven't heard him say anything about it since then.
I haven't either. He did some type of Michigan workout last year.
Yeah. I remember that for the spring game, right? Yeah. But other than that, I haven't heard anything else. So that would probably be, I would say, if you wanted to come out, this your chance. For a fact, this is your chance. Because you're still playing against NFL caliber guys. Vic B's an NFL caliber guy. Like, we ain't gonna act like that's not that. So when I think of him, I think of some of these other dudes that's on the back end over there, man. If you want to get a chance, man, yeah, you get your chance.
Mike Hood, I missed the show Thursday. I need to go watch now, Moats. Shout out to y'all.
Shout out to you, man. Let's go.
Fish Momentum, y'all need to appear on Stephen A. Smith. Hashtag ESPN.
Oh, hey now. Shout out to Stephen A.
Phantom TV. I think casual Steelers underestimate Cam Sutton's role on our defense. He's one of the only vocal leaders on our defense. Mm-hmm. TJ and Minka ain't vocal.
No, you're absolutely right. Cam is the beacon of communication on that back end. And it stems from him starting out as the nickel corner for us, man. As the nickel and our defense, man, you got to talk. You're the one who has to communicate with the LBs, with the safeties, with the outside corner, and with the DNs. And Cam, he's one of them dudes that he had to learn to talk more. He had to learn to be outspoken. He had to learn to be that guy. But he's definitely that now. On and off the field, like I said, you watch these dudes in the meeting rooms, he's the leader. You watch this dude in the locker room, he's the leader. When they're on that field, man, they come and talk to him. Like, that's what he brings, and he has a wealth of knowledge and understanding. Yeah, he brings a ton, but like you said, it does get overlooked at times because we get it, man. When you're playing with all pros and deep poise and stuff like that, yeah, we're going to look at you and say, well, you're not them, so how good are you really? But Cam is one of them dudes, man, that you win championships because of players like him. He's one of those dudes that you need on your team if you want to keep having success. And there's no surprise as to why this defense has been as good as it's been with him here and why he's been as good as he's been while he's been here as well, man.
Agreed.
Yeah.
No, I got some of these normal chats I wanted to
let's
read real quick.
Yeah.
Ramel Edwards says, Hines Ward put on a few pounds. So have I.
Hines is enjoying life, man. Hans is enjoying life.
NSMC99 says if Noriega was here, he'd be saying the XFL QBs are better than Kenny.
Don't give him any ammo, please. Please don't give him any ammo.
Yeah, those are the only two ones I wanted to read.
He definitely would say that. He definitely would.
I saw him in here for a second.
He for a fact would say that, bro.
Must have stopped by and bounced.
That's funny.
What do we got now?
All right.
We are at 5:53.
All right, we're good. So I think we got, 2 topics left? But this one we're about to do right quick. We got to do our first mock draft, man. It's mock draft time, bro. You know, so the way that we typically do, go ahead up.
We've done this on PFF, right?
And that's what we're going right back to. They mock draft simulator,
you gotta tell me the settings.
Well, actually, I looked at how they had their default settings, and it was actually good.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was actually surprised. But the way we're going to do it, we're going to have that speed on fast, make it a 7-rounder. All right. We're going to tap on Pittsburgh as the team that we will be picking for. Now, I'm looking at their settings right now.
So, yeah, I have used the faults.
Yeah, so the way that is listed right now for their care for positional value, on the bottom 1/3. I think it's a fair assessment.
Right.
For draft,
not much care for positional value.
Yeah, for draft needs, it's the upper percentile, so probably about 70%. Yeah, 70, 75. And then for randomness, it's the lower percentile.
Yeah, these are good settings.
So I feel like it is pretty good in terms of the diversity with these settings. So we do have it listed right now as a 7-round situation. Shout out to them 7-round things. All right. And now we're going to enter the draft. It's kind of like entering the dragon, Bruce Leroy. Then we're going to skip on all this trade talk because we ain't trading. We just drafted.
And how'd you do that?
Right there. You see it's bottom right corner says start draft.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. And on my board right now, I'll let you know who's been picked and who has not been picked thus far.
Wait, how did that happen?
So that's
oh my God, you switched up your settings.
I did. You saw me, man. I haven't touched anything, bro. But I'm going to tell you how my board has played out thus far. Jalen Carter went 1 overall. Bryce Young went number 2. Devin Witherspoon went 3rd, corner out of Illinois. At 4, Will Levis went to the Colts. Then Will Anderson Jr. went 5th. Christian Gonzalez, the cornerback out of Oregon, went 6th overall. C.J. Stroud went to the Vegas Raiders. Tyree Wilson out of Texas Tech went 8th. Quentin Johnston, big receiver out of TCU, went 9th. Brian Branch, the safety from Bama, went at 10. At 11, Paris Johnson Jr. At 12, Lucas Van Ness. At 13, Anthony Richardson to the Jets. At 14, Broderick Jones. 15, Kalijah Cansey. 16, Brian Brissy. So as I'm sitting here at 15 right now, Peter Skoronski has not been taken. Jordan Addison has not been taken. Miles Murphy, the DN out of Clemson, still available. Jackson Smith and Jigba is still available. Joey Porter Jr., Zay Flowers, Deontay Banks. All these guys are still available right now. Dalton Kincaid, the tight end out of Utah. Bijan Robinson. Hey, shout out to your video too, bro. You had me dying laughing. You talk about Bijan, they doubted you.
Did you see that?
I did, but bro,
Mike Hilton.
what's up with your quarterback, bro?
What do you mean?
His arm, bro, was mad weak on the game, bro. He threw that thing late and inside, bro. What was that?
Just wait.
Come on, bro. Like,
just wait. I gotta finish out the clips for social media from that game.
Okay,
just wait.
Because I was like, bruh, like that had me in my feelings. I'm like, bro,
I was disgusted.
Why they doing Kenny like that, bro?
Everyone's saying, oh, he's gotta set his feet and everything. It's like, dude, that animation was the problem to begin with. Like, that's not. I'm rolling out that way. You're not supposed to go backwards.
It was terrible, bro.
Just throw it in stride.
It was terrible, bro.
Muth was wide open. It was a great play.
But we focusing back on the draft here. All right, but I'm with you, bro. That was terrible. So, since Peter Skoronski is available, since Paris Johnson and Broderick then went ahead of him, shout out to how this worked out. I don't know, but I'm going to take him. So there's that.
Yeah, how'd
your board play out so far,
man? This is a mess. I'm just gonna go through the shocking picks that were made here.
Talk to me, baby.
Devin Witherspoon went 3.
That's why he went early on mine too. He went 3 over mine on 2 to the Cardinals.
So all the quarterbacks went in the top 10. Young, Stroud, and Levis.
Yeah.
Jalen Carter went 5. Brian Branch went 8 to the Falcons.
So he went 8 on yours. He went 10
Richardson
on mine.
went 9 to the Panthers over here.
Richardson went 13
Quentin
over
Johnson
mine.
went 10. Wow, these mock drafts are pretty bad. I'm not even in front. Skoronski went 16, the pick right before me. Broderick Jones went 15, 2 picks before me. Kalijah Cansey to the Patriots at 14.
Okay.
Christian Gonzalez went 11. So my guy's available.
So, dude, the funny thing is, though, our boards are actually, like, pretty much the same.
They just went at different times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got Brissy from Clemson who's available. Jordan Addison's available. Miles Murphy.
Because Brissy went at 16 on mine. Yeah.
Yeah, Jackson Smith and Jigba at, what do they got? At 20. He's available still. Joey Porter.
Peasy Jr.
Available still. Zay Flowers, they have him ranked 22.
Yeah.
Deontay Banks at 23. They do have the tight ends with Kincaid and also Michael Mayer, but let's just stop wasting time here. I'm drafting Jordan Addison.
There he is.
I've been saying it
I love your
since the
energy.
start
I love
of the
your energy.
offseason, so I'm not switching up now.
I love your energy.
If Addison's available, I'm making the pick.
All right. So now it's round 2 for your boy, 32nd overall. And to just let you know who finished out the first round on your side over here on mine, Joey Porter Jr. went to the Lions at 18. Notable name there. Jordan Addison went 24th to the Jags. Bijan Robinson to the Buffalo Bills. Holla. And then from there,
I'm trading him if that happens in real life.
Mozzie Smith, he went to the Saints. Antonio Johnson, the safety out of Texas A&M, he went to the Eagles to finish out the first round. So now sitting on my board, I have Michael Mayer, the tight end out of Notre Dame, available.
Wow.
Luke Musgrave available. Osiris Torrance, the guard out of Florida, is available to me right now. Emmanuel Forbes, the corner out of Mississippi State, is available. I'm trying to think of some other notable names. Oh my! How you said the cat out of Bama? Was it Jamar? Right? As he said, Jamar Gibbs. I think he said.
Sure.
Yeah, I think that's how you say his name. But yeah, he's available. And Siaki Ika, he's available to me as well. Might need me a nose tackle right here. But you know what, Deke? I'm feeling like I want to get me a sexy pick. I've been talking about pairing my two tight ends together. I have him available to me right now in terms of Michael Mayer. So I'm going to go ahead and take him at pick 32. Tight end out of Notre Dame.
I like that pick. I feel like you're going to have the best draft of all time because I feel like Ika is going to be available for your second round pick. Like, where do they have him listed on this draft
it's a
board?
possibility. Yeah, man.
You might have the best draft of all time. So people that are available for me, no one. This is terrible. Antonio Johnson, notable name. Luke Musgrave, tight end out of Oregon State.
He's good.
Mozzie Smith, we talked about him.
Mm-hmm.
Ed Ojulari out of LSU. I'm trying to see some of the guys. Emmanuel Forbes out of Mississippi State. DeJuan Jones, tackle out of Ohio State.
You got some names. You got some folks over there.
Ika is also available. Hold on. I want to see corners real quick. I want to make sure I'm not missing anyone. How do I filter this thing? I got it.
Oh yeah, filter all positions.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. Probably just go to the filter button.
So it's probably right here.
I want to see what corners. Oh wow. Okay, hold on. We got Cam Smith available still. Ringo's available. Clark Phillips is available. No, we're good. We're good on corners then. They're definitely going to be available for our second round pick with how this board is situated. So I'm going to go with Ika as my pick for 32.
Okay.
Shore up that defensive line a little bit.
Yeah.
He could be that franchise nose tackle for us. I feel like that's the best way to go right here.
I like it. I like it. So now I am on the clock. This is my second round pick 49 right here. And yeah, guys available to me. Emmanuel Forbes, corner out of Mississippi State. Siaki Ika is also available to me. We know that's the nose tackle. Trenton Simpson, off-ball LB out of Clemson, is available as well. Jack Campbell is available, the LB out of Iowa. Definitely like him. Cam Smith's available as well. Darnell Washington, corner out of corner tight end out of Georgia is available. And then you also have Darnell Wright, the tackle out of Tennessee, that's available. I got a lot of people right here, man, at this second round spot. But I think I want to show up the interior of this D-line, man. I'm going to go with Siaki Ika right here, pick 49, man. I'm trying to get big in the trenches, man. That's the type of energy I'm on, bro.
Even though I got Addison, I feel like I'd trade drafts right now.
But you got your guy, though, man.
I did. But Skoronski was available for you. I'm kind of pissed off about that. He was one pick before me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have been able to get Addison at 32, though. Probably not, at least, with how these settings are looking. Okay. So, like I said, I want to go corner with my second pick in the second round. The guys that are available, I didn't have Forbes like you did. I got Garrett Williams from Syracuse, Hodges Tomlinson out of TCU, Eli Ricks, cornerback out of Bama. Cam Smith is still there, and also Ringo. I will go Cam Smith.
I like the pick.
I think he's good value for the second pick in the second round.
I like it. Now it's on me, huh? Third round, dude. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right, so let's see who is available for the boy in the third round. Darius Rush, the corner out of South Carolina, is available to me. Parker Washington, receiver out of Penn State. Cody Mock, the big tackle out of North Dakota State. Oh, I found him. Clark Phillips III, corner out of Utah. All right, familiar. Ivan Pace Jr., the LB out of Cincinnati. And Noah Sewell, the linebacker from Oregon. Oh. All right, so I'm stuck. I'm thinking Noah or Clark. I like Clark's tape, though, bro. I like his tape. But Noah's dope, too. What do I need more of? I'm going to go Clark Phillips right here. Let me get a corner. Yeah, I'm going to give me a corner right here, man.
So, for me, I was just checking to see if Jack Campbell was available. He's not. The main guy that sticks out to me is Darnell Washington out of Georgia.
Yeah.
He is the top guy that's available on this board. I'm not seeing much else that jumps off the screen. I don't know what we're going to do with Gentry. I'm assuming we're going to re-sign him, but if you can add a guy like Darnell Washington, almost like what you did with Mayer, but yeah. Mayer's just a more elite version at this point coming out. I mean, he's going to be a stud.
Yeah.
But Washington, bringing a guy like him, pair him with Muth, that could still be a deadly combo.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to spend high draft picks to have a good tight end duo. I mean, this would be the third round. He's athletic. I think it'd be a good compliment. Because I'm not seeing anyone else that's jumping off the board to me right now. Clark Phillips is still there, but I already got my corner in Cam Smith. I could double up, though. Clark Phillips, more that slot guy
now,
for us.
I'm trying to think. Have we done that before? We did.
Could Phillips be available for me in the fourth? That's my question. I could go Cody Mock out of North Dakota State.
Yeah, that's a big boy. He got the
bring Dan Moore some competition.
He got the no teeth too, bro.
I'm going with the theory that we addressed O-line somehow, some way.
Yeah.
In free agency. So let's just go Darnell Washington. Let's bring a little extra splash to this offense.
Let's go. I like that. I like
Clark
that.
Phillips would be available in the fourth. He's gone. He's gone.
He's gone. I was about to say, if you get him still, that's fire. Because now I'm on the clock at 1:20, round 4. All right. So I've done receiver. In terms of, I wish I could filter this to pull up my players and my players only. But let me go back through here real quick. So let's see. On my end, I did Clark Phillips III. Got me a corner. Obviously, I went Peter Skoronski in round 1. Got my left tackle. Did Michael Mayer in round 2. Got me a tight end. And then I also have Siaki Ika, the big bull D tackle, nose guard type cat out of Baylor. So I'm feeling good about all of that thus far. Feeling really good right now. And as I sit here at pick 120, I'm looking on my big board. Who do we have available? I got Jalen Marino Cropper, wide receiver out of Fresno State. Sean Tucker, a little running back out of Syracuse. We good on running backs right now. Jair Brown for my Penn State fans out there. Zach Pickens, D lineman out of South Carolina. Oh, I think I know where I'm going, Deke. Got the speedy receiver out of Nebraska, Trey Palmer. I think I'm going to go with him.
A little competition, him and Austin, maybe.
Yep, because I don't know what I got in Austin just yet. But this is going to give me something to heat that room up. Yeah, that'll heat the room up. Because I don't see anything else that I'm liking right now. Yeah, because I got my corner, I got my tackle, I got my luxury tight end, I already got my nose. So yeah, let me get some competition in that wide receiver room, man. Let me bring another speed guy here. I'm gonna go with Trey Palmer right here for all my Nebraska fans. Go Corn Huskers.
Okay, I think my strategy here on out is just go straight O-line.
Okay. Build it up in the trenches then.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just taking best player available on the O-line.
Okay.
Outside of center, I just want to do guard and tackle, and then maybe one of these guys either they duke it out with a Dan Moore and Kevin Dawson, they beat them out, or eventually, they just develop, and between one or two of these guys, they can become a long-term starter for us, even if they don't become the starter heading into the rookie year. So we're going to go Andrew Voorhees, guard out of USC.
Bro, that's a dope name, by the way.
Yeah.
It just sounds pretty bad, bro. It's like that's
with pick 120.
Yeah, I like that.
He's it's between him and Blake Freeland. Freeland's got a better average draft position. Voorhees got the better rank, so we'll go with him. And maybe the dude out of BYU will be available for the next one.
Okay. Well, now I'm to round 7. 236 pick overall. And as Deke will tell you, we have not got this far yet in terms of all these prospects. So when in doubt, when you start getting this late in the draft, we have a rule, man. You go for storylines, you go for familiarity. There happens to be a player up here that played at Pitt. Safety, Brandon Hill.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
See, how about this? New Deke? Can I get a breakdown on him?
He's real good.
Because I ain't checked him all the way just yet.
This is great value pick right here.
All right.
Might be heading to the pros a little early. Maybe could have benefited him to come back, but no, he's a talent.
Okay. Is he big hitter or is he speed guy? What we getting with him?
He's just a good overall safety. He could give you a little combo of both.
Okay, sweet then. All right. So I'm going with Brandon Hill, safety out of Pitt. All right, it's the 7th round. I need storyline, baby. There we go. I like the connection. He was a teammate of Kenny Pickett, so that's got to count for something.
Good depth.
Yeah.
Like if we don't bring Casey back, that's a good pick.
There we go.
I'm being serious.
All right.
That's a real good pick.
Well,
okay.
I was being serious when I said I asked you because I figured you knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're sticking with our strategy here.
Mm-hmm.
Why isn't this thing moving? I don't want Tavion Thomas, halfback out of Utah right now. This thing's not moving. Okay, hold on. We're back.
You good?
So I'm just, like I said, I'm going straight up offensive tackle, inside, offensive lineman. Best available, I'm going off average draft position for this one because we're so late.
Okay.
It might have to be Brett Lang. He's a center, though. Doesn't even show his school. Where's this guy coming from? Okay, no, we're just going Wanya Morris out of Oklahoma. Offensive tackle.
Okay.
And then, wait, we have one more pick, right?
Yes.
I might take Hill too. He's available on my board.
So I'm on pick 243. This is our final 7th round pick, the second of those 7th round picks. And I know exactly who I'm taking. So I just went to Hell to Pitt, right?
Yeah.
I was just there. I was Hell in the Pitt. Got me a Pitt player. So I feel like it's only right that I spin the block and I get me a WU player. I see Dante Stills over here. I actually do like his game, man. Big body, interior D lineman, man. Got a little pass rush with his game. I like him, so it's only right if I did go Pitt. I'm going to go spin the block, give me a W guy. So Dante Stills, welcome to the Pittsburgh Steelers, baby. Let's go.
I'm looking at some of these kickers right now. Could Boz use some
You trying to pull up on
competition?
Why you want to do that to Boz, bro? Why you want to pull up on Boz
coming off
like
of
that,
a little
man?
bit of a lackluster
Hey,
year?
Hey, easy killer, easy, man. Easy killer.
He might need that Kevin Dotson treatment.
Man. Wow, the Dotson treatment. That's what we doing? That's nuts, man.
Yeah, I might just take Brandon Hill too.
Okay.
He's still available on my board. And
okay.
I think the added depth at safety will be nice. Yeah, I'm taking Brandon Hill.
Okay.
That was a good pick. Good pick by you. I'm copying it.
Shout out. Do me a favor too. Once your draft finishes, hit the download image joint too. So that would make sure you got a copy of it.
Sure.
Straight ahead. Yep. Yeah, there we go. All right. So, quick recap.
Wow. They gave me an F for my Ika pick. What the hell?
All right. Hold on.
What?
So we'll do a quick draft recap.
Of course, this is PFF.
This is PFF in their grades. All right. This is their board, their sentence. Okay. So, quick recap on my draft. At 17, I went Peter Skoronski. They gave me an A for that pick. At 32, I went Michael Mayer, the tight end out of Notre Dame. They gave me a B for that selection. At pick 49, the second round pick, I went with Siaki Ika, the D tackle, nose tackle out of Baylor. They gave me a C for that pick. At pick 80, third round, I went Clark Phillips the third, the corner out of Utah. They gave me a B for that selection. At pick 120, 4th round, I went with Trey Palmer, the speedy receiver out of Nebraska. I got a C+ for that. Round 7, 236, I went Brandon Hill, safety out of Pitt. Got a C+ for that. And then at 243, I went with Dante Stills, the D lineman out of West Virginia, and I got a C+ for that. Overall, PFF gave me a B for my draft grade. Shout out to them boys.
They gave me a C+. First pick was Addison. Second pick was Ika. They gave Addison a B+.
Shout out to the B+.
Ika, F.
What?
Yeah.
The value they're saying was too early, but even I think it was more realistic though.
Yeah, come on. They have Devin Witherspoon going number 3, so I don't know how much I really want to go off PFF's grades here. Cam Smith, we got in the second round, cornerback out of South Carolina. They gave me a C- for that. I feel like that's actually pretty good value for Cam Smith.
I mean, I would agree.
Darnell Washington in the third round, pick 80. They gave me a B.
Okay.
They gave me a passing grade. Andrew Voorhees in the 4th round, pick 120. They gave me a C, guard out of USC. Wanya Morris, tackle out of Oklahoma for my round 7 pick, 236. They gave me a B+ on that one. They like that.
Let's go.
Brandon Hill, they gave me a C+ with my last pick. Overall draft grade, C+. As much as I do want Jordan Addison on this team, I'm not even going to front. I would trade you drafts right now.
To go with the big body grouping? Because,
Oh, for sure. If I can get Skoronski and not have to trade up, I'd take him. And then you got Mayer. You also got Ika.
Yeah.
I took him with my first second-round pick.
Yeah.
You got him in your second-round pick.
Yeah, if I can win like that in terms of Skoronski, or one of the big 3, Skoronski, Paris Johnson, or Broderick Jones, if I can get any one of those 3 at 17, I like that. If I can
You're back on Paris Johnson.
I'm just saying in general, like if I'm getting like a big body, like one of the big 3 guys, like I saying like in that sense, I like that. If it's Paris Johnson, do I like him specifically there? Probably not. But in my mind, I'm just saying like if one of the big 3 are there, that's going to be hard to pass up on. So as long as I can get one of them early and then turn around and still be able to get a Siaki or somebody like one of them big
Mayer drop into that second
like
pick. Whew.
Any one of those I think could be a dope little, 1-2 punch early on.
Yeah, if Mayer was there for that 32nd pick, I probably would have taken him.
Yeah.
Oh, that would have been nice. Addison, Mayer, then Ika.
No, without a doubt, bro. But yeah, I
definitely would have been avoiding some of our more pressing needs like cornerback and left side of the O-line. But hey.
But yeah, I do think that Skoronski is going to be gone a lot earlier, man. Barring something like crazy happening at the combine, like I don't see him lasting that long.
Yeah, they have Devin Witherspoon going number 3.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting. But once again, this is PFF and this is the first mock one, man. So obviously we will alter some settings next time around, man. Play with a little bit more to just
I did all right in a vacuum. I actually like my draft.
No,
comparing it to you though, I'm pissed.
Well, yeah, because the Peter
Comparison
Skoronski at 17, like, yeah, that changed the whole dynamic.
He went the pick ahead of mine.
Yeah, that changed everything. Yeah.
Well, that was a good little mock draft, though.
I like it.
We're at 617. What do we got here?
I like it. I think now we're just around the league in supers. Yeah. So we got some around the league topics, man, that did happen, man. Wanted to pay a little bit of time, discussing them. And, yeah, because I think we are caught up on supers, or do we got new ones that came in? Okay.
Anthony Ruggiero Jr. just giving us some support. Thank you.
I salute you, man. We appreciate you from the heart.
He also has his mock draft where he says round 1, Skoronski.
Okay. I like that.
Round 2, Kalijah Cansey.
Facts. Okay.
All right, where's he getting this draft from? Round 2, Emmanuel Forbes, corner out of Mississippi State. And round 3, Noah Sewell.
Oh, he's saying his options then. No. Those are his guys.
Mock draft.
Yeah, that's definitely
Maybe he did it along with us, and that's what he came up with.
Yeah. Because I do feel like Kalijah he might have been available on mine. When I saw Mayer, I was just like, man, I'm not even playing this. That's what I'm getting.
He went 14 to the Patriots in mine, I think.
Who, Kalijah?
Yeah.
All right, let me.
Went early.
Actually, I could pull up my whole first round. Let me see. When did Kalijah go?
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be available round 2. I just don't even think he's that good of a fit with the Steelers either.
Dude, he didn't even go first round on mine. No, he did. He went 15. Packers. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, I mean, I guess if we got him in the second round, I wouldn't be complaining too much.
Yeah.
Again, I'd question the fit, but maybe it works out.
Yeah.
Because I don't see him falling to the second round right now. He's being mocked in the top 10 by
by
some of these guys.
Bro.
Okay, Phantom TV, last super chat. He says, Devin Witherspoon runs track. He's going to run a 4.3 at worst. He'll be top 10.
Nah, if he go out there and run a 4.2 anything, you right. Speed gets you paid. That's the name of the game. He got hot tape. You go out there and put a legitimate 4.3 out there, yeah. If it's on laser, yeah. They going to trip up. They'll definitely do that.
He's saying at worst top 10. The knock on him is just the size.
Yeah. But when you start talking 4.3s and under, yeah, that's a different type of speed. You be like, hey, you know what, man? We ain't tripping on you being a little bit short, bro. We can work with this. Yeah.
David Dupree also says our viewers' PFF mock drafts are updated on our website. Keep sending them in to us.
Oh, shout out to the homie DD Smalls for the update. I forgot about that. Yes, that is true, man. The website, definitely check that out, man. So, yeah, if you got your new mock drafts, man, keep sending them in. Obviously, me and Deke's mock drafts going to be up there as well. So, y'all can go back and look on those things. But, nah, man, that's definitely the spot, man, for everybody to kind of be able to come through, check it out. We obviously got new merch that's available, too, man. Check that out on the website. Some of that's listed up here, man. But, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to DD Smalls. I forgot about that right there. Shout out.
Let's go. UW is questioning our mocks. Says, y'all still not feeling D. Winters from TCU at inside linebacker and no quarterbacks. In my world, I think we got one in free agency. Or we're sticking with Mitch. And I'll just bring in the third guy as an undrafted free agent.
That was my energy, man. I was going to spend a lot of money in that room because I'm riding the Kenny Pickett train. And I need this train to work. Period. So that was where I was at with that. In terms of inside linebacker, I definitely looked at it as, man, I'm doing something free agency with it. And yeah, that was how the board kind of fell to me, man. But, we're going to get around to the TCU balls. We're going to get around to them, man, because, there's some other teams that could be potentially, in the market for some of these TCU players. Y'all got, a little running back, little receiver, TCU got some players that's coming out now that just, they happen to fall in line with somebody else's draft position.
I'm hearing mixed reviews on Johnson.
Yeah, he could fall on somebody else's board though.
You don't
20s.
Want him?
No, I'm just saying in the 20s, some spots potentially.
You like him or no? As a prospect.
In what vein? Do I like him to be my number one, or do I like him
I'm
to
hearing,
roll?
I'm hearing some hit or miss with him.
Because to me, if we're talking bringing him somewhere where he has to be the number one guy, I don't necessarily like it today. But I haven't studied it all the way to that extent just yet. But if I'm telling you I already got a Diggs and a Gabriel Davis, and you're coming in here to be that high-end 3, potentially learn something and become our guy, that's a whole different conversation.
Do you like him in the first, though, for that?
That's the problem,
Usually first you're like, all right, this is going to be wide receiver 1 or 2 right off the bat.
But with Buffalo, their issue is you picking at, the back end of the first and the back end of the second. So you don't have that type of luxury.
There's been crazy waves on these receivers, too, in the draft.
Yeah, and we say that
last year. Remember, all those dudes went so early.
All early.
We were talking about, is Garrett Wilson or Olave, any of these dudes going to be available for us? They went so early.
All of them were gone. And then you think Tyquan Thornton. We thought he was going to last a little bit longer. He went early in the second.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, we got our guy, though.
Yeah.
It worked out for us.
It did. With no regrets.
Great draft last year.
Yeah.
Great draft. So, all right, we got 8 minutes till 6:30?
Yeah.
What do you got in terms of storyline? Did you have anything? Yeah, off the top of your mind.
Yeah, the big one for me was just Eric Bieniemy. He did take the job, OC/assistant head coach with the Washington Commanders. I'm happy for him, right? If this is the course that he wanted to take, man, salute him. Because it is going to give him an upgrade in pay. It's going to give him a chance to legitimately prove, once again, what we already know, but take away any other hater's excuse, any other hater's commentary. This is another way to prove that, hey, you're above that. I like the fact that it's a bump in title for him, right? In terms of him now being listed as assistant head coach and all this other stuff. Now, outside of that, I'm absolutely disgusted. I think it's disrespectful. I think it was a stupid move because not only are you going lateral, but you're going to a just terrible situation. When you talk about the personnel that the Commanders have, it's like, bro, what are we talking about?
He gave himself the final stage,
the
boss level right off the bat.
I'm like, bro, why do you want to go there? Of all the places, that's the one? Like, I hate that. I hate that.
He wants to show off his talent.
Yes, I get it, but I'm like, bro, you didn't have to go Mission Impossible out the gate. You could have went to a nice situation where it was going to be a little bit easier of a buffer and be cool. You went into ground zero. Like, yo, he's boots on the ground right now. Like, go ahead, work. Hey, he going to turn water into wine. That's what he trying to do over there. I hope it works out, but I hate that part. And then I'm like, yo, it's Washington Commanders. They got plenty of smut on their rep when you talk about what they've done as an organization historically and in the short term. And even when you talk about the Sean Taylor monument that looks like a daggone jersey rack. Like, what are we talking about here, man? I can't stand that move, bro. I can't stand that.
Maybe he respects Rivera.
Maybe, but I absolutely hate the move, bro. I hate all that other stuff. Like, you got to say the nice part because, like, hey, Bieniemy, you made the decision. So if this is what you wanted, I support it. Like, hey, I'm happy for you. All them other things, cool. But the root of it, I'm like, bro, this is a terrible move. What are you doing? You are going to set yourself back for no reason. For no reason. Because
unless he doesn't, because if he gets this thing together, he's
if he does,
automatic head coach.
Yeah, if he does, it's great. But if he doesn't, they're going to crucify him and hold this and say that this 1 year outweighs anything that he did in Kansas City.
Sure.
They're going to say that this 1 year is going to justify why you never have to give him an opportunity as a head coach. And that's the reality of it, right, wrong, or indifferent. And that's the part where I'm just like, why? Why would you take that one on, bro? You could have any other place, man. You got to bet.
He believes in Sam Howell.
I hate this one, though, bro. I hate this one. Yeah.
Yeah, it is questionable to go to this personnel group on offense.
Like, bro,
the benefits, though, I'm assuming it's going to be like this Sean Payton, Rex Ryan situation potentially in Denver, where Rivera's got the defense. Bieniemy, we're bringing you in. You literally have the whole offense.
Yeah, you got to.
So you're taking full credit or blame for this, and that's what was probably appealing. But you're right, the personnel, it's like. Yeah. Could you maybe waited it out one more year with the Chiefs
and just found something
maybe
different, like,
or maybe not? I don't know.
Yeah,
maybe. I mean, he's been with the Chiefs for how long? It's been like 5 years. So this is either way. It's like a new challenge. Could the personnel be questionable? Maybe he was just looking for. I can't say breath of fresh air because everything was going right with the Chiefs, but just a new challenge for himself personally.
Yeah, I guess.
Again, should it have come to this? No, because all the other Andy Reid assistants have gotten chances and stuff.
And he's been a part of every challenge. Before Kansas City was Kansas City, he was a part of it. Before Mahomes was Mahomes, he was a part of it. When Mahomes became Mahomes, he's been a part of it. When the Chiefs became the Chiefs, he's been a part of it. So it's like, it's not even like he came on and it was gravy. He was a part of it becoming that. And it's like, dang, now you want to go and take on that? Like, ew. Good luck.
Yeah, you turn this around, you're head coach.
Yeah, gosh.
Guaranteed.
And then they're going to put you on another bum team. You might become the head coach of that team. You turned around, the Commanders. Yeah, see, it just gets worse and worse. But shit, man, that was all I had on that one, man. You had anything on your end?
No, not really. Derek Carr visited with the Jets, I think, today or yesterday.
Interesting.
I saw pop up.
If you're the Jets, you going with him or you going with Rodgers?
You need to go Rodgers. If you're making this type of move, you got to go all the way. You got to go all in.
Rodgers going to cost a lot more, though. What do you think?
I mean,
in terms of like
Carr just came off this, $40 million deal. You got to think he's looking for something similar.
Yeah.
Man, he might take like a 35 or something like that.
Man, his Carr. Like, I don't know. You just don't look at him the same. It was like Rodgers, like, oh, it's Rodgers. Whoa.
Because this last year for Carr, I think is viewed in a little bit lesser of a light than his 2021. Mm-hmm. So you're right. Yeah, maybe you get him a little cheaper. I just feel like if you're the Jets, you're New York, you make the Rodgers move if you can.
I mean, you go big or go home.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what my preference would be if I was the Jets. I think you just do it. I think Rodgers is a better quarterback, too.
Nah, I do, too.
No, you're right, though, in terms of just roster management. Okay, say you're paying Carr 35, you're paying Rodgers 50. What could you do with that other 15?
Yeah,
or do you just think Rodgers will make up the difference for that 15?
Right.
Last year, I truly believe Rodgers was banged up. I still think Rodgers can play, so I would bet on that.
So you can still make up the difference? Because 15
I think so. I think you got a good thing going with the young weapons. I think Rodgers, because you're not paying anyone big time on offense.
On offense, you're not paying anybody. On defense, it's C.J. Mosley and who else is getting paid?
I don't even know.
You didn't
yeah,
pay
you
Jamal.
got you
Remember,
got
you moved
sauce
on
on
from
this
him,
rookie
yeah.
deal.
Oh, the D lineman. Oh my gosh.
Williams.
Yeah. He's getting the check.
You're
Other
right.
than that, yeah, I don't think they have any other like big money guys like that right now.
No.
Yeah.
I think you bring in Rodgers.
Could work, man. Definitely could. I like it.
Maybe try to get 2 years out of him, 2 or 3 years. Have like a Rodgers Jets era.
And then he'll go to Minnesota to end it. Oh, I like it, bro.
Yeah, that'd be a
like
big
it.
upgrade for Minnesota if they did that.
Chill out, bro. Don't you do that. Who just won the division and beat your boy head to head?
Go about that.
Who won the division?
Who you taking?
One game on the line. I need to win the division. Give me Kirk.
He folded. He was terrible late in the season.
Who
He
won
was
the
terrible
division?
against the Packers.
Who won the division?
They
Was
got
it Captain
a lucky year.
So it was Captain Kirk, right? Okay, it was Captain Kirk, bro. Who do you like to win the division next year? I'll go back to Captain Kirk. What's up?
If Rodgers stays, yeah, I'll stick with the Packers.
All right, fair enough then. Because I'll definitely spin the block with Captain Kirk.
Shit, yeah. If Rodgers
I'll
leaves, I don't know.
definitely spin the block,
I think
man.
I'd have to.
I'll definitely spin the
I think
block.
I'd have to go with the Lions then, maybe. That wouldn't be a bad pick.
They win it. They feel good about themselves.
That would not be a
But
bad
I'm
pick.
telling you for a fact, we grittying on all of it. I'm letting you know, grittying with the chains on us, baby. That's how we on.
Okay, last few super chats here. We got
All right.
a Fish Momentum.
Official move.
Wait, what are you doing with Derek Carr and Rodgers if you're the Jets?
I'm stuck between a rock and a hard place. Because I don't know if I really believe that Rodgers is all the way going to make up the difference, but I don't think last year was fully him either. But I think it's somewhere in between.
No, he didn't get help.
I think it's somewhere in between. That's my only issue. Now, I love him with a Garrett Wilson because I don't think he had anything close to that on his team. And Garrett was already cooking with every quarterback that he had out there this year. So I can only imagine what that looks like with Rodgers.
Actually, the case for
And they got the
Carr
running game too with
is
Brees.
really easy. I think we're overlooking this. They have to trade for Rodgers.
Yeah, so that's what I said what it's going to cost because it's not just the contract, what you're giving up in draft. Yeah.
I'd still go Rodgers. I just go from the go big or go home mentality on this one.
Well, and I think you got Hackett in there, potentially, right?
They do.
Yeah, so
They
it's
brought
like,
him in, yeah.
so it's like you got Hackett already over there. I like that move. If I'm gonna do it, I would probably go Rodgers as well, because I do think it's somewhere in between. But with the Garrett Wilson, and I'm pairing him back up with the coordinator that had him winning back-to-back MVPs, I like my chances. Whereas with Carr, we know Carr is, it's Carr. He's kind of limited anyways. He's like a higher-end Kirk Cousins.
I feel like Rodgers would handle New York better than Carr as well.
I don't. I think Carr handles New York way better. I think Rodgers is going to get crucified if he's in New York, bro, because they're going to eat at that. Like, his passive aggressive,
he
like,
could
the way
get crucified.
He
I think
I think they're going to, attack it, bro.
He'll be even keel about it, though. I could see.
I think he'll
I
get
could see
irritated
Carr
by
getting
it,
a little
bro.
pissy here and there.
See, I think Carr is so vulnerable and so, open with it that they're going to just see it, and he's like, you'll take it or leave it. Whereas with Rodgers, he got that air about him, bro. New Yorkers ain't going for that, bro.
He just doesn't care.
Yeah, but New Yorkers ain't gonna go for that, bro. That New York media, man, they gonna be at him every single day, bro.
He's not going to be listening. He's just reading books.
Irritated. I think he'd be irritated by it. I think you would, bro. You gonna have your mad dog screaming about him. You Steve, bro. That's gonna be a headline every single day, bro.
What he should do then is not
He
go
was
on
upset
McAfee anymore.
Think about it. He was upset when they started pulling up the whole when he was the vaccine topic. When he was the main dude then. In New York, he gonna be like that all the time. Any little thing he do, they gonna come at it.
So the only way he would probably hear about that stuff from the media, though, I guess you always have to do your team obligated stuff. But what I mean is McAfee would probably bring it up to him on the show.
Yeah.
So if he just canceled the McAfee show, he could just be in his own zone in a hut or in his apartment. Whatever the hell he wants to do.
You think he'll cancel?
However he wants to spend his free time.
Canceling that though, bro.
Huh?
I feel like they got a bond going on, man.
No, they wouldn't if he went to New York.
Yeah.
No, he would not.
I think they upped the price on him. Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it though, man. That was a good convo right there though. That was good talk.
Okay. Fish Momentum says, I got an email, y'all picks from the show and my mock.
Oh, yeah. Facts. Send them on in, man. moatswinners@gmail.com, baby. Let's do it.
Q says his mock draft, Broderick Jones at 1,
Okay.
2, Mozzie Smith, 2 B, Deontay Banks out of Maryland.
Yeah, shout out.
3rd round, Jack Campbell. This is a nice little mock draft.
I like where he's going.
4, Center, Olusegun Oluwatimi.
There it is.
7 for 7th round pick. The first one, he has Elijah Higgins, wide receiver. And then the last pick, Zach Kuntz, tight end.
Let's get it. Shout out to
Don't
Q.
know who the last 3 players were, but the first 4,
pretty
decent picks.
Heck yeah. I definitely like the energy on that. I like that, Q.
And then Q gives
I just
5 Arthur Mess memberships.
No, man. Shout out to you, Q, for spreading the wealth, man, and paying it forward to the folks out here, man. So let's see. We got Yule Young, J&D 5472, Brant Strolling, Lifted Ones, and Joshua Wellen. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Shout out to each and every one of y'all, man. Absolutely, absolutely.
And then Phantom TV asks Addison or Bajan at 17. If you have to choose one, who are you taking? Addison, no question.
Well, yeah, in our scenario, it would be Addison. Yeah.
Yeah,
but Bajan is a heck of a player, but we don't need a running back.
Yeah,
I don't see us needing a running back, especially at 17.
At least the case for Addison is, all right, wide receiver 3.
Yeah. Like, you can find a space for Addison. I think Bajan is too crowded.
You could find a space. It's just stupid to find a space when you already have Jalen Moore.
Yeah. Because now I'm compromising. I'm creating new issues for no reason. Yeah. But that's what I would do, man. I would go Addison right there. But, yeah, man, that's it for today's show, man. Hey, man, look at us on time, too, man. Not too far behind, bro. I like us. I like that. It's efficient today. It's because you drippy, bro. I'm telling you, bro.
It's because we got these new chairs.
Dude, Drippy Deke in the building, man. Drippy Deke, comfy chairs. That's why I ain't even realize we was going for that long, man. My back don't hurt no more. I feel good.
Yeah, these are nice.
Nah, shout out to us, man. All right. Well, with that being said, man, hope y'all enjoyed yourselves today. Hit that like button on the way out of this thing. Subscribe if you have not done so. Like I said, man, we dropped that new merch, so definitely check that out. Also, hit the website to send those mock drafts in. But either way, we appreciate you for tuning in. And until next time, baby.
Peace.